Test, test, test. Can everyone hear me all right? Well, I tell you what, man. Your boys had to jump through some hoops this morning already. Had to jump through a couple hurdles. But I'm here. I am live. I did make it live before the weigh-ins actually started, which was my goal. So I did accomplish my goal. It wasn't easy. I really didn't think I was going to be able to broadcast on my computer because after yet again doing a disk cleanup and defrag, it was still running just painfully slow, but it did a fucking update. It's running serviceably fast now, so I am able to do the stream from my computer, which I like to do because I can use a little bit better quality of a mic and you don't hear all the little finger tapping when I type on my phone, when I stream from my phone or whatever. But anyways, yeah, just getting my first initial thoughts out of the way. What's going on, man? This is Friday morning. It is Friday, March 4th, 2022. This is just my 2 cents. This stream is my live reaction to the UFC 272 weigh-ins, the official weigh-ins, which will be starting here in about T-minus 8 minutes. So I got the thing up and running before the weigh-ins actually started. I got my morning coffee here, dude. I decided to start drinking coffee again. Black coffee. So yeah, it's been a while since I drank coffee on a regular basis, but I decided to start. I had to do a lot of preparation to get this stream up and running. So shout out to all the content creators out there on YouTube, man. This is a very low production channel, and it still took me a lot of prep just to put this thing together. I added a couple little things. Not really added, but I put up some pretty decent banners that I think will help the stream run a little bit smoother. And I also, this is the most exciting. I found a song, boys. I found a little track. It is it's copyright free. I put the link to the song, the name of the artist, and the link to the channel that I found it on in the description. So yeah, I will be playing that during intermission. The artist is a dude named Fazed. The song is called Deceiver, and the channel that I found it on is called Free No Copyright. What is it? Music, Beats, and Entertainment, something like that. But yeah, it's a fucking dope song. I will be playing it during intermission. But yeah, shout out to that channel, Free No Copyright, and the artist Fazed. Check both of them out. And there's a bunch of other artists like that and free music that you can use for background music for streaming and shit. But all they ask is that you link the channel and the artist as well. So I did both of those to the best of my ability. But thank you to the channel and that artist as well for letting me use the music. And yeah, that shit's not easy to do, man. Telling you, just even making a little bullshit beat on GarageBand took me hours. There's way more production in this song than I'm going to play. But it's fucking tight, and I think it's appropriate. It took me a while to find the actual music, man, because it's like some of it like sounded good, but it just didn't fit for like a weigh-in. Like it was like some like morning time, like lo-fi with piano. Just like, this is not right. But then the other shit was like too fucking heavy. It was like dark synthwave cyberpunk. I'm like, nah, that's a little too fucking gnar. So I found a decent one that I think fits, but I'd like to know what you guys think. But yeah, I shout out to Lobby Queen, actually. He was the one that encouraged me to put music during the smoke breaks and stuff. But man, the chat's lighting up. Let's see what we got going on here. Speak of the devil, and he will appear. What's up, Lobby Queen? How are you this morning? Spivak by submission is this week's Porter by sub. Jonathan Litpix. Dude, I'm sorry I did not catch your stream. Your boy was dead to the world. When you fucking do these late-ass streams, dude, you're fucking, like, for people on the East Coast, you know what you're doing. You can't see it right now, but I have a dagger, and it's going right into my heart. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me with these late-ass streams. But I will check it out, man. But, yeah, shout out to the homie Litpix, man. Shout out to Team 2. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas and everyone that is in Mr. Arkansas's Mecca. That is going on. It is week 4. We will definitely talk about that here soon. But most pertinently, we got the weigh-ins for UFC 272. They're starting here in about, man, see, this coffee already got me jittery. Starting here in about 4 minutes. I did get my computer working fast enough to where I can, I think I'm going to be able to put the banners and stuff up with relative ease. So I hope that all goes smoothly. Victory loves preparation. I did do a lot of prep for the stream, and I hope that it is a little bit better quality for you guys. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. We have Cajun Kermit, my dude Johnny Cardone. What's up, Cardone? How are you this morning? That is a true blue American veteran right there, boys. Defender of this great country. Yes, indeed. You ready to rock, man? Cardone been through the ringer, this Mecca, dude. How you liking your debut season, man? How you feeling about it? Lobby Queen says, prepared today for once. That's a liberal use of the term, but yeah, I'm more prepared than I usually am. Homie No in the building, saw, dude. Yep. Eyes a gaze, man. They're starting to nerd shuffle, man. Everybody's getting into position. About T-minus 2 minutes. I have to get the sound on here. It's difficult to listen to John Morgan. It's not difficult to listen to John Morgan in general, but to listen to him while I'm talking, and it's kind of distracting. But yeah, dude, Pimp Daddy Scale Tech is getting into position. Everyone else looks like they're ready to go. I'm ready to go, or as ready as I fucking can be. I hope y'all are ready for this, man. I'm excited. Shout out to John Morgan and MMA Junkie. I am watching the weigh-ins on that stream. I hope that there's no fucking stream cutouts right before they announce the fucking weight like there was on the last one. But nah, man, shout out to MMA Junkie and who I consider to be the GOAT MMA journalist, John Morgan. Yeah. What's up? Lobby Queen says, I'm addicted to coffee and energy drinks. I'm not addicted to coffee, but I'm starting to drink coffee again. For the energy, black coffee, and it's also good for your liver. Sa, dude. What's up, Jersey? What are you doing? How in the fuck are you? At work, how they all looking? They all look like shit, and they canceled all the fights. So, sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you. No fights. There's Anik. God, Anik, get it together, dude. You're not even ready, bro. You're not even ready. You spent more time picking out that Celtics jacket than you did fucking. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, Anik's in position, looking a little scattered. But dude, the nerd shuffle has definitely begun. This is about to kick off here shortly. I think they're gonna be right on time, boys. They're gonna be like the base. And it looks like Loudmouth is going to kick things off, man. Which fighter would be more fitting to kick this shit off than fucking Kevin Holland? But here we go. The general's in the building, the fucking gold prospector. What's up, boys? Got 7 in the building. That's fucking tight, dude. God. John Anik, rupture my eardrums, why don't you? Hope the audio is good. All right, Kevin Holland. Kev looking his spry self, definitely looks thin. His face doesn't look too drained. 170 for Kevin Holland. All right, Holland is 170. $126 for Agapova. She looks good. She's smiling. All right, who we got next? Oh, I got the banner ready, boys. Here we go, man. Half of the co-main event, boys. Edson Barbosa. I mean, there's no two ways about it, man. He looks like shit. 145.5. He looks like shit, but he made the weight. The legend. I guess he's a bit of a legend. A half, I believe it was. All right, here we go. Marina Moroz rocking the Ukrainian flag. Hush falls over the crowd. 125.5. Marina looks fine. She looks good. I don't think she ever. I can't remember if she has weight misses or not. I can never remember that shit, man. Unless it's like someone that's notorious, I don't remember. Now this dude, I do remember him missing weight before. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and put it up. Okay, now, dude, I got to give this dude props for stepping in on short notice. It's Moicano, of course. Doesn't really look that bad. 160. Was this a catch weight? Do y'all know? I think it was, because that's how I think RDA was trying to get Islam to go to, and it was I think Islam would only do 165 or something. So yeah, I think Moicano looked fine at 160. I mean, he really just looks like shit all the time and misses weight because he's trying to fucking fight at 45. Like at 160, he looks fine. All right, Tim Elliott. 126. Tim Elliott. He looks fine. He looks like Tim Elliott. I feel like I've seen him look worse for sure. All right, Cowboy Oliveira. $170 for Cowboy Oliveira. Dude, he actually doesn't look that bad. I feel like I've seen him look worse too. So yeah. Nobody's missed so far. And you know what? Normally, I would never have any idea how to spell this dude's last name, but I've had to spell it out so many times in chats and shit. I can spell that shit perfectly now. I don't have to look it up. 206. I mean, the dude just looks like he's a doughy middleweight. He's a middleweight that can just eat whatever the fuck he wants. So yeah, 206. Now, here we go. Jamie Malarkey. This should be a very, very exciting fight, dude. It's an interesting fight for Mecca6. We'll talk about that later. Jamie Malarkey. 155.5 for Jamie Malarkey. Beat you to it, John Anik. So I'll go fucking do it. No, I'm just playing. Malarkey. 155.5. 155 and 1/2. 1/2. Oh, will we stay in the lightweight division? Okay, we got Davonte Smith next. Looking sharp, man. 156. Cracks a smile. 156 for Davonte Smith. That's funny, man. The two guys that like just fought each other last, they weigh in right after each other. Different opponents this time. Interesting. All right, here we go. Malarkey boy. What you know good, Bryce? What you say, Bobo? Bryce Mitchell, old Cabot boy. What you got for us? $145.5 for Bryce. There you are. Bryce Mitchell. Good old Arkansas boy. There you go. So yeah, the co-main event is now official. Both Barbosa and Mitchell have made weight. We will now see Marina Rodriguez. See? 116. No problema. She looks pretty damn good, dude. She looks good. She looks hydrated. Immediately takes a sip of water. But yeah, she looks good. Skin looks good. Oh, excuse me. God, that was rude. And hey, Jan is right up afterwards. $116. No problem. Both weigh the exact same. Jan a little more intense. Just a flex. Who we got? Brian Boone Kelleher, a man that many people say is one of the best rappers in the game. Kelleher fighting at 145 this time. Let's see what the scale do. 145. 145. Kelleher looks fine, man. He's a bantamweight, so him at 45, he just looks a little softer. He looks healthier though. But yeah, he's not a huge bantamweight. But here we go, man. Tagir Ulanbekov takes kind of a weird step up on the scale. $125.5, man. Yeah, I mean, the guy's just a skinny, lanky, gangly dude. I mean, it just doesn't make for looking like, I mean, he always just looks like skinny and drained, and yeah, he just is what it is. What was it, 125? I can't remember. He made the weight, though. Maybe it was 125 and a half. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. Umar Nurmagomedov up next. 146. Umar looks fine. Pretty uneventful weigh-in for him. Not much to make of it. Look pretty decent on the scales. I'm really just keeping an eye out for who looks bad. All right, we got Kennedy up next. Shave the hair, dude. Kennedy shaved the hair. Interesting. 206. He looks pretty good, man. All right, here we go, man. RDA up next. $160. Shredded. I mean, Dos Anjos, at 160 looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Shout out to the 3 people in the building. I'll get back to the comments here in a second. Just trying to get this banner up. Nobody's missed so far, man. Just looks like we might have a break, but I cannot confirm that yet. Until I hear John Morgan say it, I cannot confirm. But what's going on, man? It's little after 12 noon on the Eastern Seaboard. It's Friday. Watching the weigh-ins. Look pretty good so far. Now, let me go back through this and see. I guess I'll go ahead and put this up, man. Looks like there is a little break. All right, there we go. This is the order they weighed in. The only one I can't remember the exact weight was Tagir. So Holland 170, 126, 145 and a half, 125 and a half, 160, 126, 170, 206, 155 and a half, 156, 145 and a half, 116, 116, 145, 125, 145, 146, 206, 160. So, yeah, man, so far so good. Couple bouts are official. Moicano and Dos Anjos official. Co-main events official. Neither of the main event gentlemen have made their appearance yet. That, of course, is what the majority of the storyline is going to revolve around this week. Obviously, that matchup in and of itself is like just a whole storyline pretty much. But I'm trying to think. There's a couple fights where it's like a lot of guys that fought each other are fighting on the same card. Especially, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but like Davonte Smith and Malarkey are both fighting on this card. They fought each other. But yeah, man, this card is the main card. I feel like is pretty straightforward, but the prelims, dude, there are a lot of sketchy, hairy, close, could fucking go either way kind of fights. So here in a little bit, I'm going to talk about some of the fights that I think are going to be Mecca dividers that I think are going to make the difference this week. There's quite a few of them. But yeah, it's an interesting card, dude. It's an interesting card. Let's see what we got in the comments. Cardone said, feeling official in the Mecca, made it to week 4 and survived elimination. Hey, man, yeah, you pretty much say I'm primed and ready to Highland. Sorry, dude, it's over. All bets are off, dude. Yeah, he looked okay. I mean, he's not going to look as good as he does at 185, but I feel like he looked all right. Moroz looks good at 125 compared to 115. I agree. I felt like she was one of the better looking people on the scale. What's up, Ear? It says, okay, gang, I'm on break. What's up, dude? You looking at it, Bubba? You got it? Chilling. Good, nice work with the shadowboxing video, dude. Good job. Yeah, no sweat, man. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you have a good Friday and a good weekend. Best of luck to you. Good, good. I'm all over 2 nachos. Like eating nachos. Is that what you're trying to tell me, sir? Moroz is my upset special. I'm kind of surprised that, well, I guess I'm not surprised, but I guess I would feel like that fight would be a little closer to a pick'em. Like, I'm not shocked that Agapova is the favorite, but considering how much experience Moroz has, and that supposedly Moroz used to like tune Agapova up in sparring back in the day, like I felt like that should have been a little closer to a pick'em, but yeah, man. No, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man. I had some coffee this morning, dude. This is the first time I've had coffee in a while. I'm a little jittery. My voice is a little spastic, but yeah, man. Oh. Dos Nachos. Dos Anjos. All over Dos Anjos. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that here in a minute. Agapova going to gas after round 1. Well, of course, you think so, Mr. Lobby Queen. You're hoping so. Nah, that's a really tough fight to pick, dude. Agapova and Moroz is going to be a tight one. Tight. Like I said, I feel like that should be a pick'em, considering Moroz's experience. But let's see where we're at. Now, let's go back and look at this. And I am now going to put up a banner or two banners to be exact, of fighters that I thought looked good and fighters that I thought looked like a big old pile of duty. So let's do that now. Okay. Banners. Holland, Agapova. Elliott, Oliveira, Oleksiejczuk, Malarkey, Smith, Mitchell, Rodriguez. Okay, let's just start. I feel like no one looked horrible. No one looked like they were about to die. I'll put it like that. Even the people that looked like they were a little bit more drained, they weren't like, they still had pretty good body language. No one was like, oh my God, like, get someone to help this guy. He's about to fall out. You know, it wasn't anything like that. But there were quite a few that were looking pretty damn good. So let's go over that. The first that I thought looked really fucking good was we were talking about it just a second ago, Marina Moroz. I thought she looked really healthy. She was smiling. She looked just like not drained whatsoever. If someone said in the comments, definitely better than she did 115. Um, let's go in order. That's the first one that stood out to me. Like, hey, she looks pretty damn good up there. And I'll say Agapova looked pretty good too. I'll say Agapova looked pretty good too. Um, I won't say Moicano looked sharp necessarily, but he did not look bad. He usually looks way worse, dude, because he fights at 145, but he didn't look too bad. But I wouldn't say he necessarily looked sharp. Same with Elliott. Like, he didn't look awesome, but I've seen Elliott look way worse, dude. So he's kind of in the neutral. Same with Oliveira. I've seen him look worse, but his wasn't like it's like, oh man, he looks incredible. Oleksiejczuk, like I said, he's a soft middleweight. Davonte Smith, man. Davonte Smith looked really fit. Seemed like he had a decent amount of energy. And Marina Rodriguez, man, she was beaming, man. She was like fucking glowing or something, dude. Like she just got slammed or something. I don't know, man. She looked good, man. She looked healthy. I'd say kind of a glow to her, honestly. She might have looked one of the fighters that looked the best. But yeah, that's who I'll say looks sharp. Put that up there right now. Yeah, out of everyone, this is who I think looked the healthiest. Marina, Maria, Davonte, and Marina. Both Marinas, Maria, and Davonte Smith. Thought they all looked pretty good. Now, there were a couple people that did not look the best. So I'll edit this just a little bit. So they looked rough, but we'll just say a little rough. Holland looked a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. Like he was smiling and shit, but he looked like someone had been starving him. He looked like Kevin Holland, a middleweight, and someone was like, "Nah, you're not eating anything, dude. You're not eating shit. Oh, you're about to die. Here's a chicken breast and a sprig of broccolini, actually. Yeah, he didn't look awesome. His face didn't look too bad, but he looked very, very, very sucked out in the body. Looked like he had, he lost a little muscle mass. Let's just be honest. So yeah, he didn't look super great. Who else? Malarkey didn't look. He didn't look bad, but he didn't look really great either. And it was more his like facial expressions. Like he didn't look like he looked like he wasn't enjoying himself. Put it like that. Who else, man? Tagir didn't look awesome. Felt like he's kind of like the silent type, but like he's not gonna be overly emotional or anything. Like I'm not expecting that, but yeah, he looked pretty thin. He looked a little sucked up. It wasn't anything too bad. Like no one looked horrible, but out of everyone, these are the four that I felt didn't look great. Everyone else was just kind of neutral. Take it or leave it. But yeah, man. That's what I think. Let me get back to the comment here. Oh, here we got another fighter coming up here. Ludovic Klein approaches the scales here. Man, he looks a lot better at 55. I will put him on the looking sharp side. What was this, 156? Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. He's going on the sharp side. Much, much healthier. Yeah, man. So, dude, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. How many fights are there? There's only a handful of fighters left to weigh in, man. Colby and Jorge. Still need to see Dustin Jacoby. Let's see. Comain's good. Coco's good. Yeah, Holland and Oliveira. Still need to see Jalen Turner. Who else? So Colby, Jorge, Turner. Who else do we need to see, boys? I'll go look here in a second. Yeah, with Tagir. Yeah, I know what you mean. Not a great look. Smith Klein under 1.5 is a play for Lobby Queen. Best of luck. Best of luck to you and everyone else. Agapova got some nice cakes today walking off the scale. She does not have a butt. You are out of your fucking mind. Davonte Smith and Klein are both units. Agreed. They both looked sharp. Wicked fucking sharp. Moicano, 160 Moicano looks like he ate 140. I know, right? Like the fucking like Ultron when he just like the fucking the superior model just destroys the one in front of it. Like that's what it looked like, man. It looked like Moicano 2.0. Yeah, he looked. He was. I'm telling you, he was smiling and shit, and he was animated like he was Kevin Holland, but a star. He looked like a starving Kevin Holland. RDA looked pretty good. RDA did look pretty good. He didn't like his facial expressions weren't great. Like he didn't look great in the face. Like he didn't look sucked up, but he just kind of like he had the look in his eyes of someone that was weight drained, but he like wasn't. Like his face looked fine, his body looked fine. I don't know. It was just something weird about it. But he physically he looked good. Physically he looked good. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Moicano and RDA is, I don't know, dude. It's much more interesting at 160. At 145, I'd say, even really at 155, I would say pretty much RDA all day. With the extra 5 pounds for Moicano, it makes it interesting because what's the knock on Moicano? He's not that durable. He gets chinned a lot. He has been knocked out at 55 too by Fiziev. But let me look. Let me go look at his record real quick. Does he have more than one KO loss at 55? Hanato, Moicano. Yeah, so yeah, he only. Oh yeah, no, because Aldo and Chan were both at 45. He has 3 knockout losses, but that's the only time he ever loses. Were those 3 knockouts? Aldo, Korean Zombie, Fizzy Fizz. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. We can quick kind of break that fight down if you want. 2 people that's listening. It's up to y'all, man. It really don't matter. Kind of whatever y'all want to do. Man. Renato Moicano does have a decent amount of UFC experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has 12 UFC fights. So that's not nothing, man. That's a pretty decent amount of experience. But let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 1. RDA literally has over twice the number of UFC fights. So he has literally over twice the UFC experience. And not only is it more fights, but it's fights overall at a higher level. Yes, I mean, Moicano fought. It's crazy too, because when Moicano fought Aldo and Aldo knocked him out, people thought Aldo was done at that point, which was kind of crazy in hindsight to be like, you really were like writing Aldo off that early. But that was kind of the start of Aldo's resurgence. If anybody remembers, like, oh, maybe Aldo isn't done. He just fucking knocked out Renato Moicano, who I think up until that point was undefeated. So that was, so yeah, people, he gets knocked out by Aldo, and then he goes in and gets knocked right out again by Korean Zombie. So there was like then the narrative that, okay, this dude doesn't have a chin. But maybe it's the cut to 145 more than anything else, because Fiziev, like, yeah, dude, Brad Riddell is known as a pretty fucking tough fighter, and Fiziev just pop, done. So I don't know, man. I think we'll see in this fight, like, dude, if it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think RDA would fucking smoke Moicano. Now, man, RDA is a little bit older. Moicano is younger. He's gonna be healthier at this weight for sure. Matchup wise, skill for skill, RDA all day. He hits harder. He has a more varied array of attacks. Striking wise, I think he's a better grappler overall. You can argue that Moicano maybe has better jiu-jitsu, but RDA's wrestling is so much better. So the grappling overall, I think that edge goes to RDA. Moicano might have a better jab. Him being the taller fighter, I think that will pay dividends for him if he works behind the jab. I mean, that's a blanket statement for me. Like, I wish more UFC fighters would be consistent with the jab. We got another fighter though, man. Colby Chaos Covington. Colby looks good, man. 170 and a half. Big old smile. I'll put Covington on the looks good side. And there you are. Yeah, dude. But back to RDA Moicano. On paper, just hearing that, Rafael dos Anjos. But making it at 160, it makes it more interesting because you're giving Moicano a more of a chance to mitigate his biggest weakness. So it makes it a real interesting fight. But we got Spivak coming up next, man. Spivak, whatever. Tell you what, man, I've definitely seen Survey Spivak look worse. I wouldn't say he looks amazing, but I've seen him look worse. 243 and a half. 243 and a half. 243 and a half. Remember that number. It's 243 and a half. 55. All right. Comments. Hardy, no, it says Hardy, Spivak, Jorge, Colby, Jacoby, and Turner. Oh, for those left, yes, indeed. Now we are down to all right. Jacoby's up next. Jacoby looks fit. 205 and a half. $205.55. 55. So now we are down to whatever Noah said in the comments. Yeah, okay. Now we're just down to Hardy, Jorge, and Jalen Turner. 3 left, boys. 3 left. Boxing, I care more about if a guy looks drained. To be honest, it's your show. Is it really? Dude, that's crazy. That's gnar. RDA is old. I try to stay away from lightweights over 35. I think that's generally a good rule of thumb. RDA was going to beat Fiziev. Never forget. You see, that's what I'm saying. You are one of the funniest. You're almost as funny as me, but that's saying something, dude. So yeah, I don't believe so. But what's up, Artem? How are you? Hope your afternoon is going well. On RDA, not overthinking it, says Noah Allen. Wrestle fuck. He's a way better wrestler than Moicano. Hardy might miss weight again. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah, if he misses weight again, I will laugh my ass off. For sure, dude. See somebody. Okay. Oh, actually, Nega Mariano is another guy to weigh in. And he's about to weigh in right now, I think. I think that's who I see. Damn sure ain't Greg Hardy. Oh, it might be Masvidal. Hold on, it might be Masvidal. I can't really see, man. No, that's Nega Mariano. That's Nega Mariano. He's got a fucking gnarly beard, dude. Yep. Nega Mariano. The beard threw me off, made me think it was Jorge, but then I was like, nah, dude's way too big. Nikolai looks pretty good. 205 and a half. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so the Romanian, was it 205 and a half? Swear to God, I always like forget me, just no short-term memory. There's none. I swear to fucking God, I'm Leonard Shelby, man. what does he have? Like anterograde memory loss or something? Retrograde, anterograde, anteriograde. Negu, mer, re, nap, nip, nap, niku. That's what I'm saying. Crazy that I managed to get through Olseshuk and Zechku, but Negamariano, the one that phonetically sounds like you should be able to spell it out better. I can't. I struggle with the Anus, the EAU type. Let me sound it out. Right. Negu, Negu, Mary. There's no I in there, is it? Mary. Nope. Nap, nip, Niku. He's Niku. I think he was 205.5, right? Who gives a fuck? He made weight. And he looked good. He looked pretty good on scales, too. See what's going on in the comments here. Looks like no new comments. Yep. All right. Well, who can we add to the looks good? Who can we add to the looks good side? Banners. Okay. Shout out to the 4 people in the building, man. Bumped up to 6 for a second. So, man, I don't expect a ton of traffic during these weigh-in streams. Most people are actually watching the weigh-ins on another channel. And it's in the middle of the fucking day on Friday. But let me see. So, yeah, I think Jacoby. Who else? Jacoby. Colby looked pretty fucking sharp on the scales. Niku looked good. Spivak didn't look too bad either. I've seen Spivak look tubbier. Like, so yeah, looking rough. These are the people that have looked the worst so far to me. Holland, Malarkey, Ulenbeck. Like I said, RDA's facial expressions look kind of weird. He looked like the face of a man who had cut weight, but he didn't look like physically sucked up in the face, if that makes any sense. But yeah, there were quite a few fighters that have looked damn good, man. Oh, Klein. Klein was another one. Yeah, man. No, I'm happy though, dude. I'm very happy that I got my computer to work just good enough to where I could function during the stream. It was getting hairy for a second, man. I thought I was gonna have to do it on my phone. I was dude, I was about to be in a real fucking foul mood. I wouldn't go that far, but I appreciate it, brother. Hey, man, I gotta give Ark props with that, man. This is not the first time that I have been pretty candid about the fact that Mr. Arkansas has been a big influence on my channel, and the way that Ark runs his streams. I've definitely taken pages out of his book, especially with the banners. I like the way that he runs his streams for being another guy that doesn't go on camera and doesn't use a lot of like visual shit. He just uses the StreamYard itself, like the banners, and makes the most out of the banners and stuff. So I've definitely taken a page out of his book with that. But yeah, I appreciate it. This last fight in his contract, he has to win. Are you talking about Hardy? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, exactly. Ulanbekov could 156% fight a bantamweight. He has. I mean, you could even say that Ulanbekov's a weight bully because he's quite a bit bigger than frame wise, bigger than those dudes at 125. They're all about his size, but just shorter. It looks weirder on him because he's taller, but they're all pretty much his size. He's just longer. So yeah, it's weird, but yeah, Ulanbekov and Nurmagomedov weighed in right after each other. So they were both, they both probably went out there together. They're in the same camp, so that makes sense. I don't get the obsession with guys being on camera just to talk fights. It's not, if you're just talking fights, dude, it's not necessary. Like I can see some situations where you want to see how the person reacts, how like their facial expressions and shit. But I've gone over this many times. When I had my old channel, every fucking video, every live stream, I was on camera the whole fucking time. And I just don't like it, dude. I'm way too insecure and vain and narcissistic. I spend way too much time looking at myself and judging myself and making sure that I don't look stupid. And it really distracts me, man. I don't fucking like it. I don't, it's not necessary. I don't need to fucking, you want to see my face? It's just not necessary to me, man. Like I have plenty of old videos that are still on my phone. If anybody wants proof that I did used to show my face, but it just, who gives a fuck? So yeah, that's why you see the fucking helmet, man. That's why the Boba Fett Mandalorian persona. I like both of those shows. They kind of both like reignited my love for Star Wars that I used to have when I was younger. And it just kind of fit. Like, I'm not showing my face. I like the Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. I mean, that's the department of redundancy department. Like, they go hand in hand. Like, narcissistic people inherently are very insecure. Yeah. I'm not like, am I the biggest narcissist in the world? No. Do I display narcissistic tendencies? Fuck yes, I do. Like, I remember I looked it up one time and I was like, man, I'm probably am a little bit of a narcissist. Like, I'm not, that crazy with it, but yeah. I got tendencies. Vain, narcissistic, insecure. But insecure a lot, dude, that's describing a lot of the human population. Everyone's insecure about something, but arrogance, vanity, those are a couple of my worst. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't show my face is because it's distracting. It's distracting. So got another lull, man. We're just waiting on a couple fighters. We're waiting on Jorge, Jalen Turner, and Hardy. Just three. In my mind and in my heart. For sure, man. People want to see what people look like, man. They want to fucking, these weirdos want to look at your face and like, it's just, I don't, why? Why do men want to see my face? So we talked a little bit about Moicano and RDA. This fight is way, way more competitive and interesting, in my opinion, at 160 than at 155. Even that 5-pound weight difference makes it interesting. Seriously, dude. Like, I can see if you're a public figure, if you're someone that really is all about being out there, if you're a journalist, I can see all that, man. If you're someone that's constantly in the public view, and that's a part of your job, is to be like in the public sector and interacting with people. And it's, of course. From what I'm doing, someone that's just bullshitting about fights for entertainment, like, why do you need to see what the fuck I look like? Oh, I definitely do, but I just don't do it on my channel. There's just a time and a place for it for me. Nah, Ark doesn't give a fuck, man. Ark does whatever he wants to do. And that's why a lot of people fuck with him, man, honestly. Like, Ark has the balls to say a lot of things that I don't on a regular basis. Just shit that, like, I'm not willing to roll the dice with. But yeah, that's why a lot of people fuck with him, man, because he does what he wants to do. See, you want to see what Ark looks like. I know you want to real bad, don't you? You want to know what the fucking rabid dog looks like. Ooh, Lobby Queen. You got a crush on Mr. Arkansas. But yeah, man. So it's RDA Moicano is way more interesting in 160. But yeah, that's the matchup, skill breakdown, matchup, whatever. The striking, I think RDA, I give him the slight edge, both in power and just variety of attacks. I think his Muay Thai overall is a little bit better. Throws in combination better. Moicano has a really good jab, good low kicks, good straight punches. So yeah, and his jiu-jitsu is really good. But overall grappling, I feel like RDA is a little bit stronger. What makes it interesting is that Moicano is at a higher weight than he usually ever fights at. This might be the highest weight he's ever fought at, honestly, in the UFC. So he's not going to be as drained, which could, like I said, help mitigate one of his biggest weakness, which is his chin. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be real interesting. Yeah. Whatever you no, I'm just playing. If he didn't dish it out, I should be able to take it. Well, fight him then. Volume or sub Moicano pass. Yeah, I could see him like outpointing RDA potentially. It might be a little difficult if RDA is aggressive, but yeah, it's interesting, man. It's a real interesting fight at 160. I'll say that. Yeah, I would. I've said this a million times. I'm not one that likes to give betting advice, but just hypothetically, if I was, I would not fucking touch this fight. I think there are plenty of both money lines and props all fucking over this card. You don't need to fucking like get cute with close fights. Like I said, I'm not a gambler, so my betting advice means about fuck all. So, where are we at? Let's talk about another fight, man. What fight do you guys want to talk about? What fight do you guys want to chew the fat on, shoot the shit, what have you? Look at this card real quick.
We made enough sale.
Nice. Hey, oh, fuck yes. That's what I like to hear. Fuck yeah, dude.
That one box doesn't close until like 4 something, right?
What?
That one box pickup out there?
Yeah, they pick up at 4:30.
Okay, because this jewelry, so we should be able to get it in there that way. Because remember, the other one ain't open tomorrow.
All right.
So if we get in that box before 4:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry, I had to handle a little business. Rose Agapova. Yeah, let's talk about that one. So, other than Colby Jorge, this fight here might actually have the most kind of like juicy storyline kind of drama. And actually, I think without question, it comes in second place for this one. Now, shout out to Dan Hardy and Veronica Macedo. What do they call their fucking podcast? Outlaw Picks or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They were talking about this a little bit on their breakdowns and their prediction video for this card. Macedo was saying that when Maria first came to the United States, this is before she signed to the UFC, that they were both at ATT, I believe, and Morose and her would spar together quite a bit, and apparently Morose would get the better of it. Like she would kind of work her over. This is, Agapova is still a pretty young fighter at this point, like in her early 20s. She's still like barely in mid 20s territory, just getting into that territory. But yeah, earlier on, she used to like, kind of tune her up. Now, when she got signed to the UFC, apparently that's when things started getting like kind of whatever, kind of like staticky between them. And allegedly Morose was just started talking shit, like just shitting on her and doing some like catty girl shit or whatever. And Macedo was saying that she's heard from other people that Morose has done this kind of thing before. So apparently Morose is kind of like she's kind of a shit stirrer. Apparently, according to Veronica Macedo, who, I don't know if it's true, but Macedo is a former UFC fighter, probably has her ear a little bit closer to WMMA than anybody else around here. So that's interesting. I'm not, I don't know if it's 100% true, but apparently the word around the campfire is Morose is a little bit of a catty biataskach. So yeah, man. And apparently, long story short, Maria Agapova hates her fucking guts and wants to beat the living fuck out of her. And she is going to get a chance to do that tomorrow. But this fight is going to be fucking interesting, dude. Real fucking interesting. Noah says Agapova by beatdown. Morose is 2-0 at featherweight. Flyweight, he means. Bruh, how the fuck did Dan Hardy pick up It's the fucking English charm, dude. It's the accent. It's the accent, bro. Morose has been ducking hard fights, but can't wait to fight Agapova right away after call out. Yeah, so this is interesting, man. This fight's really interesting. I had a hard time picking it, dude. I had a hard time picking it because, and I mentioned this before, Morose being that much of an underdog is what makes it kind of like, what? Like, she has way more experience. Agapova has that bad loss to Dobson. Shannon Dobson is not a very good fighter. And she stopped her, man, like on the ground. So that one is that one's kind of tough to wash the taste out of your mouth with that fight. Morose, on the other hand, she has way more UFC experience, dude. Like 2 or even maybe 3 times the number of fights. She has kind of a weird record. Like, she's another one of those fighters. I feel like I say this on almost every card, especially with veterans. She's another one of these veterans that has good losses and just kind of wins. Like, they're not terrible, but they're just kind of they're just kind of there. But they both know each other, and they have kind of, I don't know, man. It's always weird with these like former sparring partner fights. But this is not oh, we're former sparring partners. We left. Things got a little awkward. And now there's some like shit talk and rumors. Like, nah, the shit's been bad between these girls for a fucking minute. And it's boiling over now. And it's this one, like I said, other than the main event, this one has the most like drama and storylines and shit behind it. Lobby Queen says Moroz has pulled out versus Santos and Filo recently. Talia Santos, is that? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Dobson fight learning experience, as Jamal Hill would say, she disrespected the game. And if anybody knows about that, maybe overlooking someone perhaps, or being a little overconfident in yourself, it's Jamal Hill. I think he would smoke Paul Craig if they fought again. I don't think he would make that mistake. I think he was just got a little overconfident and just did the most risky thing you can do with Paul Craig, literally. But back to Moroz. Yeah, it's interesting, dude. It's interesting. And while we're on the subject, that I think, can't remember the exact order on the fight card necessarily, but I don't give a shit what they'd like you to say, John Ack. You think I give a good goddamn about that? I'm just joking, John. Let me see. That's right. Okay. I think that Marina Moroz and Maria Agapova is going to be a Mecca divider. I think that a lot of people are going to be on Moroz. I think that a lot of people are going to be on Agapova. I think it's going to be pretty damn close to right down the middle. Moroz has a huge experience advantage. On the feet, it's pretty close. It's kind of a pick your poison. Do you like the volume of Moroz? Do you like the aggression of Agapova? Now, Agapova did tee the fuck off on Sabina Mazo. And if you look at those two fights, it's pretty clear as day that Maria Agapova got the better of it. Like, she had a better performance against Mazo than Moroz did. And they were kind of like, it was kind of the tale of two fights. Like, Moroz looked good early, and then Mazo was kind of tagging her up in the third round. Like, Maria, it's not like she didn't look good early, but she kind of like slowly built this like avalanche of momentum. And in the third round, she fucked Sabina Mazo up. Like, if she wanted to, that could have been a knockout. If she had decided to follow up with hammer fists or ground and pound of any kind, it would have been a knockout. But she just decided to like snatch the fucking neck viciously. Dude, that was one of the most on the list. I wanted to put it as a knockout, but it wasn't a knockout. Like, she clipped her and immediately just like choked her the fuck out. But dude, she pretty much knocked her out and choked her out. It was gnarly. Whereas like Moroz is kind of like struggling down the stretch with Mazo, and that's Mazo's like first fight, I think, was Moroz. So that's interesting. Disrespect of the game. I tell you what, man, Jamal Hill is growing on me. He's definitely growing on me, man. I like him. I like Hill. Yeah, Talia Santos ducks, but rushes in for Agapova and look good on the scale. Yeah. Agapova just seems to be more talented, new era of women's MMA. Artem says Agapova is too unpredictable for betting. I think that's pretty fair. I think she's kind of. I think this is going to be the fight where we see, okay, either the Dobson win was a fluke, or maybe we need to temper our expectations a little bit with Agapova. I think this is that kind of fight. Moroz, it's weird, man. Let me look at her record. Like, she's never been like terrible, but she's just kind of been there. You know, this is her UFC record. Comes out, submits JoJo Calderwood right out of the gate. That's a really good debut. Then has a bad loss to Valerie Letourneau. That's not a good loss. Then decision's a no-name. Christina Stand. I can't even say that woman's name. That's the point. Then a split over Danielle Taylor. Now, she has 2 really good losses. And this is the other reason. This is one of the reasons that people might be picking Moroz, is like, she got out grappled by Esparza, but no, I'm sorry. I'm getting my fighters confused. I'm getting ahead of myself and thinking about the Marina Rodriguez and Yan Shannon fight. So let me retract that and back up. She got out grappled by Carla Esparza. That happens. Carla Esparza out grappled her. Yan stopped Yan and did the same thing to Marina Rodriguez. Carla Esparza is the best wrestler in that division. Other than like what? Tatiana Suarez. I think, is she in that division? I can't remember, dude. But Carla, if I can't remember if Suarez is in that division or the division above, but Carla is the best. If Tatiana isn't in that division, it's Carla. She's the best wrestler, so that's not terrible, man. Angela Hill, a decision loss to Angela Hill, like, you know, Hill's another one of those like really experienced veterans, can look good and be competitive / beat a lot of fighters on a given night, but you know, it hasn't really, whatever. That's not the point. So she loses to Carla Esparza and Hill. Then she beats Sabina Mazo. This is her second to most recent fight. And then the Mayra Bueno Silva fight. Another fight that kind of went like the Sabina Mazo one. She looks good early. She kind of boxes Silva up. And then in the third round, Bueno Silva kind of starts to beat the shit out of her. I don't know, man. That win isn't aging the best, and neither is the Sabina Mazo one. But I mean, compared to the Shanna Dobson, I don't know, man. Like, this is a tough fight. This is a really tough fight to pick. How can you begrudge anybody for being on either side? Like, it's a coin flip, man. But yeah, it's a tough one. And I think that will, like I said, I think that's going to be a Mecca divider. Agapova has no takedown defense. Yeah, I think Moroz is the better wrestler. And you're right. She is from Kazakhstan. Yes. So that's a little further east, a little further southeast from the conflict. So we got about an hour and 20 minutes in. I reckon this probably isn't the worst time to take a little intermission. I can play all this song here and then I can take a squeege and take a toke and yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, she went from one of those smaller countries. Do you have Thug Nasty? I wouldn't tell you even if I did. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if I'm going to reveal that one, Lobby Queen. I don't know. Let me think about that one. But it adds to another layer of the drama. Yeah, man. I mean, if you want, it gets hairy when you start talking about geopolitics in that fucking region of the world. Yeah, it gets a little complicated. Big drama show. That is Triple G, my friend. That is Gennady Golovkin. But yes, I understand what you're saying. Could be, yes. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, brother. Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to debut this little track that I like. I like that as intermission music for these weigh-in streams. Like I said, the link to this song and the channel are both in the description. The channel is awesome. It's got a lot of good beats and stuff. It's all copyright free, free use, whatever. So shout out to both that channel and this dude Fazed, the artist, for uploading his music on that channel. I think the link to his SoundCloud too is in the description for this video that I linked in the description. Fucking Streamception. Okay. Where am I at? Give me 1 second here. Well, shout out to the 4 people in the building, man. This has been a pretty good stream, dude. It's definitely been going better, a lot better than the last one. Okay. Okay. General coming in with a Batman, the Dark Knight. Oh, the General loves some Dark Knight, man. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be back here in a second. Enjoy. The artist is Fazed. The song is called Deceiver. Check out this more music on free no copyright. Boom. I think we might have somebody coming up. They're doing something with Anik. Hold on. I know, man. Okay, yeah, we are having some activity here. So, let's see what we got. What we got here, boys? Yep, Anik getting ready. Mic in hand. Excuse me. What the fuck is this shit, man? Well, now the scale pimp is just fucking... Now the scale pimp is just putting these fucking nerds up on game over there. What the fuck is going on here, dude? Okay, he's getting in position now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Jorge is on weight already. He's just fucking around. All right, here we go. What we got here, boys? Look alive. Tighten up, boys. Tighten up. All right, the tarantula, Jalen Turner. Man. Slow walk. $156. I would say he's probably looked one of the worst, man. He's looked one of the most drained. He looked the least happy to be there of anyone I've seen. So yeah, I'm gonna put him on the looks rough side. I got to put Jalen Turner on the looks rough side. Might be the other than Ulanbekov, who covered his face up, so you couldn't really see how sucked out his face was. That shout out to Lobby Queen for that observation. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he looked pretty rough, but he did make weight. So let me update that right quick here, and I have got to finish that bowl. I'm about to fucking smoke. Bowl smack the ball. Fuck, what was it? You fucking type or what, motherfucker? 6. Okay. Turner does make weight, but looking a little dry, boys. All right. Edit. Ulanbekov. All righty. Now. Let me get to the comments. Somehow Turner weighed in before them. Yeah, he looked like you could just take his leg and just pop, just snap it in half. Lobby Queen says Malarkey is going to fight for your money. I'm assuming you're going with Malarkey there. I think he's a pretty damn live underdog, dude. Twiggy alien fucks. I know all about that. I know all about being a Twiggy alien fuck, Bubba. Tell you what. All right, boys. Before I was so rudely fucking interrupted from my my Irie Poof session, let me get back to that. I will now leave you once again with the musical stylings of Phazed and this little track known as Deceiver. Be right back. This is Phazed music. Yeah, dude. I like that shit. That's my fucking intermission jam. And I forgot to put the intermission shit up, but that's what we was just doing. For sure. Had to get my mind right. Now we have let me just make a banner for this right quick. Oh, see. No. Anik, if you don't stop yelling in my fucking ear, my arm, my clenched fist is gonna come through the fucking screen. No, it's not really doing that. I can't do that. I can't bend time and space like that, boys. God, I wish I could, but I can't. Left to weigh in. Let's make a banner about that. Left to weigh in. Holland. Greg Hardy, Jorge Masvidal. Left to weigh in. Put this one back up there. Okay. Now we're back in business. It was good. Now, see, that song there is the beat that I made is similar to that, but is a little bit like that one. That one there is a little bit more hip hoppy sound. The one I made is a little bit more. It's still hip hoppy, but it's a little bit more EDM-y kind of. I don't know. The sample I used is a little bit more like out there, but nice, dude. Yeah. I had to stroke the banger myself. One more day, boys. Mecca6. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. You goddamn right, Lit Picks. Let's fucking go, man. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas. Shout out to everybody that's still in the Mecca. Shout out to everybody that has fallen in the Mecca this season. To all the past winners and all the past losers. That is including your boy, because I've never won the motherfucker. But yeah, shout out to all the vets. Shout out to the rookies. Shout out to everyone involved. Shout out to everyone that's been listening and supporting. I hope everyone continues to do that. If you'd like to continue to support this channel, gosh, I sure would appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to smash your old smash the like button for your boy and give this whole channel a damn subscription if you haven't yet. Nah, man, but for real, I appreciate all the support. And yeah, everyone that supported the Mecca and continues to support Mr. Arkansas and that little community. Yeah, big old shout out to you guys. That's what's up. Picks are locked and loaded. Same here, man. I'm ready to fucking go, dude. I've been ready to go since yesterday. Locked my picks in night before last. Waiting for the face-offs before I lock in. Yes, as you may or may not know, this is the official weigh-ins. The ceremonial weigh-ins will be at 4. And then, yeah. I have locked my picks in. I understand that. I used to do that a lot, man. And it's really, maybe I should start doing that more, waiting till after the face-offs, because that's where you really can see a size difference. And especially at the ceremonial weigh-ins where they've had a couple hours to rehydrate, you can see how you can look at how the fighter looked on the scale and how they look at the ceremonial face-offs. I feel like that's like, if you pay attention to that, you can see, okay, they've rehydrated this much, it's going to be even more. Like, I feel like you can get a better gauge. Whereas when they face off right after they fucking weighed in, I feel like the ceremonials are a little bit more accurate, a little bit closer to what the size discrepancy is going to be like on the night. So yeah, I especially for UFC events, maybe I should start doing that more. But I'm not changing it. Based on what I saw, I'm not changing any picks. And the fighters up next, it wouldn't matter how good or bad they looked. I've already locked my picks in. Too bad the biggest assholes on the card make everybody wait. Hey, you ain't lying there. The two biggest D-bags on the card just holding the whole shit up. No, it says Team 1. Best of luck, Team 1. You're going to need it. So, yeah, we'll talk here about the Mecca here in a second. Oh, fuck, I forgot they don't do face-offs. Yeah, they'll do them at 4. I always forget about that shit too, man. I was thinking Mitchell and then Zechku parlay, now not sure. So let's talk a little bit about, just for a second, we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but that's kind of how I do, man. I got fucking bad ADD. Bad. Let's talk a little bit about Bryce Mitchell and this bicep thing, dude. He's got like a bruise. I think a shout out to Moyes. I think he put a big Moyes. He put a picture up of what it looked like before, and it was nasty. So I think he tore his bicep. It looks like it's recovered, but that's interesting, man. These injuries, they don't always make the difference, but sometimes they do. So I'm not saying that means, oh, Bryce tore his bicep, now you got to pick Barbosa. Like, no, I just think it's just another wrinkle to possibly consider, and something that I'm definitely going to use as fodder to keep this stream going a little bit. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's going to make a difference? Do you think it's just, it is what it is? Injuries happen. Like, to an extent, that's true. Like, no fighter is going to come into the bout 100 percentile, but it's just something to think about. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the picture that Moyes put in the group chat, man, it was all purple, Bobo. Looked like my damn ankle when I rolled the shit out of it, like severely sprained my ankle. It looked like that, dude. Like dark purple and blue and just nasty McFarsty. So yeah, that's interesting, man. Now, dude, I'm gonna table that one. I'm not gonna talk about Barbosa and Mitchell just yet, but I do kind of want to go back down towards the beginning of the card and talk about another fight that I think will really be a divider, be a Mecca. True. Now, I can't remember which arm it is. The only question, if you're on the Mitchell side, that you might want to ask yourself is, will that prevent him will that affect his grappling strength or his grip strength when he's grappling or trying to get Edson to the ground? Maybe it won't. I don't know fucking shit about wrestling, but just something to consider. No, it says locked and loaded, but I do want to see them size up. Does it still look that bruised today? No, it looks a lot better than it did in that other picture. That first picture that Moyes put up, I think that's from when he originally tore it. Now it looks, it looks like a bruise that's going away. You know what I mean? It looks like the bruise is like kind of like light yellow, not even really brown. It's kind of like, it's just kind of, it's fading. It's a fading bruise. Okay, now I do kind of see some activity here. I do see some kind of nerd shuffling just a bit, but the scale pimp is putting this fucking nerd up on game here, but I think we're good for the time being. I don't know. Annika's moving. Maybe not. Not false alarm. Annika put the mic down. Okay, we're good. Did he weigh in? Did he just weigh in? God damn it. Did I miss it because I had the volume down? I swear to God, it happens. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sure did. Okay, let me go back. Apologies, I just missed it. I had the fucking volume all the way down on this. Oh yeah, is that a fact, Lobby Queen? Do we need to add him to the looking rough category? Okay. Okay, so this Masvidal. Annex talking. $170.5. Yeah, Jorge does not look very happy, man. He looks a little sucked. I've seen him look worse in the face, but he does look a little dry. He looks a little sucked out. So yeah, I agree. I will also put him in the looking rough. A little rough. He's definitely not as bad as like Turner. Or I thought Malarkey looked kind of but yeah, he doesn't look great, man. He doesn't look great. So yeah, I think that's I'll agree with you on that one, Lobby Queen. Let's see. Yes. Edit. So we're now just waiting on Greg Hardy. Of course we are. And blame it on Masvidal now. 70.5 for Jorge Masvidal. And there you go. And yes, we're looking rough. Edit this one. Turner. And big shocker, the people, the couple of the guys to weigh in towards the end. Understandably. So that's another thing to consider. Okay. These last Holland, yeah, he hasn't been at 170 in a while. He's going to be more drained than he has been in a while. He wanted to get out there first. He's been rehydrating for like an hour and a half. Same with kind of Malarkey and Ulanbekov. They were on the scale, off the scale. Now, Turner and Jorge, they're towards the end of it, and they're not one of those situations where it's like heavyweight, okay, I'm already on site, like I'm going to have to wait around. It's not one of those where they have to wait around for the face-offs. The face-offs aren't until later. So for heavyweight, like Hardy, nah, man, that's not like he could have, if he was on the weight, he could have been weighed in, gotten off, and then started to get healthy. Hardy's a big dude. Like, I can't remember how much he weighed when he was playing football, but it was whatever he weighed and in shape. Like, he's a fucking big ass dude. Like, there's just no two ways about it. So yeah, he's cutting that weight. He's like, he's just, I have a feeling he's going to be like 265 or like 264.5 or some shit like that. But it's not a situation where, like on the fight nights, like, okay, we gotta wait. I gotta wait for the fucking face-offs anyway. I don't have to cut any weight. I walk around at whatever 240. Let me just hang around, chill, eat something, shoot the shit, get on the scales last right before we face off. It's not that kind of situation. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind with Hardy. And yeah, for Turner and Jorge, making the weight, looking rough, and doing it towards the back end of the weigh-ins. Just something to throw out there. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying here, boys. I know, Anik, you fucking jabroni, just like hot mic, like while Masvidal's weighing in. Oh, does he have a new tattoo? Interesting. So yeah, standing around waiting for Greg Hardy, dude. How funny would it be if he fucking dude? everyone's just waiting for him and he misses fucking weight. But yeah. All right, now back to this. Yeah. Looking a little rough there. Kevin Holland, Jamie Malarkey, Tagir Ulanbekov. I would say the worst looking ones, all in all, physical appearance and body language, I would say were Turner and Ulanbekov. Jorge looked kind of rough, but he was kind of in decent spirits. Turner looked pissed. Turner did not want to be there. He looked sucked out. And same with Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov stumbled. He stumbled on like each step walking out. And that's always like a little, you can't even, like, you can barely walk. So that's that one. I think Ulanbekov and Turner looked the worst. Holland looked sucked up. Jorge looked a little Malarkey looked a little They weren't too bad though, but yeah. Tagir and Jalen were pretty bad. Interested to see how hard he looks now. Oh, he got a tattoo of that. Jesus. Are you talking about Masvidal and Hardy? No, it says War Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott seems to be another popular underdog this week. So we were talking a little earlier about dividers, Mecca dividers. Excuse me. Let's talk about another one. Hell fuck yeah, Bo. You damn right. You damn right. Let's fucking go Team 2, baby. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas. Shout out to everyone in the Mecca. It's season 6, dude. We are deep into this saga. When this week is over, the field will be dwindled down to less than half of the original cast. This season has been swift and brutal and fucking awesome. I think it's the best season yet. With the cast, the twists, the structure of the game, the way that it's been kind of organically like changing, but still, even if I felt like when the changes were happening before, it was a little more chaotic. And like, I just feel like Ark has been like navigating this one really fucking well and just making these awesome changes like on the spot sometimes. And like, I don't know, man, this season is fucking kicked ass so far. But it's been good. We're 4 weeks in, it's just been flying by kind of. And like, fuck, dude, like I said, by the end of tomorrow night, we're going to be down to less than half of the original field. So it's getting, the stakes are getting higher and higher. They're as high as ever now. It's team 1 versus team. So now let me, I'm talking about this shit. I ain't got the damn banner up. Dumb fuck. Dumb motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, boys. I mean, we're already into it, so let's just get more into it. Shout out to Fight Night Picks. So yeah, let me put this other divider. We talked about a little bit about well, did we get done talking about Agapova and Moroz? Because I think I just kind of talked about the background and a little bit of their drama. As far as the matchup itself, I did talk a little bit about kind of their strength of schedule. As far as how they match up with each other, though, touched on it a little bit, but just want to reiterate. Just want to reiterate before we move on to the next one. They both have a boxing background. They were both boxing champions in their respective countries. Moroz was the coach of the Ukrainian boxing team, the female Ukrainian boxing team. Agapova was a Kazakh boxing champion. Both of those countries are known for having good boxing. Ukraine, you've got Lomachenko, the unified champ Usyk, current unified heavyweight champ, and then the Klitschko brothers, most famously. On the Kazakh side, obviously Gennady Golovkin. There's another guy, another prospect that's really fucking. Is Janibek Kazakh? I can't remember. Anyway, both those countries are known for having good boxing. So that makes the matchup interesting on the feet. Like I said, a little more aggression from Agapova, maybe a little more volume from Moroz, more power from Agapova, maybe a little cleaner technique from Moroz. So that's interesting, man. The striking, particularly the boxing, is going to be interesting. Moroz has better wrestling. I feel like Agapova is a little more submission heavy. Like she's more of a submission hunter than Moroz. Moroz is more of a controlling, wrestling-based grappler. I think Agapova is more of a dangerous submission grappler. But to me, good wrestling usually beats good Brazilian jiu-jitsu, typically, but it depends on the fighter, man. So it's an interesting one. I really think it's going to divide the Mecca field by like at least 60-40. I think it's going to be closer than that, though. I don't know if it'll be 50-50, but it'll be like, I really think it's going to be like 55-45. Yeah, considering there's only 13 people left, yeah, I feel like it's going to be pretty damn close. I feel like at least 6 people in the Mecca are going to pick Agapova, and vice versa. So it's going to be, yeah, I feel like it'll be like 60-40. So. So I was saying, is Janibek Kazakh? I can't remember if he was Kazakh or Uzbek. I can't remember all that shit, dude. That fucking middle of Asia, like Uzbekistan and like Dagestan's a little further south, but like Kazakhstan and all that shit around the Caspian Sea. That shit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that one is going to be tight. For real. That's going to be a heater. It's got the most drama other than the main event. Dude. So yeah, long story short, if you didn't catch it before, Moroz was talking a bunch of shit on Agapova. Agapova cannot stand Marina Moroz. So yeah, they're going to fucking get after it. That's going to be a real interesting fight, man. Bad blood for sure. It's the bad blood co-main. For real. They should have made this the co-main, honestly. And honestly, I could say honestly a lot more times. But nah, for real. You can make this co-main, dude. Agapova has enough clout considering she only has a few fights. Moroz has been in the UFC for a little bit. I've seen worse co-mains. I mean, no, it should. It could be Coco. It could be Coco, for real. I mean, Kevin Holland is awesome, but like Oliveira's a little long in the tooth. I don't know, man. I feel like this could easily be Coco considering it's another ATT rivalry. I don't know. Anyways, but I thought that was you like that? I always had decent geography. Decent. I'm not gonna say I'm amazing, but yeah, back in the day, dude, when we had to do geography, I'd be rocking them motherfuckers. Yeah, for sure. I agree. It's got the most like, yeah, it has the most like sizzle to it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Has the most drama. Has the most like, dude. Agapova does not like, dude. Agapova wants to really fucking hurt Marina Moroz. So that's an interesting aspect of that fight too. Is like, is Maria Agapova gonna come out and just obliterate her and just knock her out in the first round? Probably not, right? But the other side of that coin is she could knock her out. Because Morose is a bird. She's a fucking bird. I don't think that like anything she's not anything, but I don't think like I think if she wins the fight and there isn't a finish. All right, here we go. Hardy. We'll table that. Get this fucking Greg Hardy. Appreciate it, Greg. Appreciate you making everybody wait. $266. I mean, just barely. I mean, I feel like he looks a little better physically, I guess, than the last time. I feel like he looked a little fatter the last time. He looks a little thinner, but he does make the weight. I don't know. I feel like he's. What do you think? What do you think, boys? I'm kind of on the fence about. I'm not going to put him in the look sharp, but should I leave him off the looks rough or should I put him in? I don't think he's he didn't look physically the worst, but should I put him in or should I just leave him in the neutral? What do you think? Dude, it really does. I like looking at maps too. I always have. My dad kind of got me on that at an early age. I like looking at maps and seeing how routes connect to other places and which countries border other countries and like I don't know. I like that shit. I like geography. I've talked about that shit before too. Like I like geography and geology. I like how the Earth fits together. Agapova inside the distance says Noah. I got Morose by decision says Lobby Queen. Neutral. I think neutral too. Like he didn't look too bad, but he didn't. I can't put him in the look sharp. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I'm gonna go with no on that one. Okay, that's the weigh-in video. So I can take this off. I can take these fucking earbuds out. Ugh. All right. Let us now. Let's talk about another Mecca divider. Let's do that. Take this down. Do a little editorial. You know what? As just a little token of my appreciation for the three people in the building. This is the next one, and I'm going to give you my breakdown and my pick for this fight. This will be my official pick for this fight. I'm going to tell you the whole fucking thing. The whole breakdown, the whole pick, method, all that shit. Just because I feel so fucking good about it. And this has been a pretty good stream so far. It's going so much smoother than the last one I did. And as such, that's what I'm going to do. But you know what? Dude? I really just kind of want to smoke a little bit more weed right now. So we're not even going to take boys, this isn't even going to be a 5-minute break. I'm just going to go fucking stroke the tube a couple times. And if I can just come back, we'll talk about Jamie Malarkey and Jalen Turner. And I'll give you my pick, my breakdown of my pick. And we'll just we'll just talk about some Mecca shit. Get stoned. It'll be tight. Okay. Well, you know what that means. Once again, boys, let me clear my throat. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Cold coffee that was not meant to be cold. Once again, this is Phase Ed. The song is Deceiver. The channel is free, no copyright, instrumentals, beats, music beats, something like that. The link to the channel and this song are both in the description. Quick Irie poof, and I'll be right back. Thank you, boys. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. On. This is Phase Ed Music. This is Phase Ed Music. All right, boys, here we go. There's a time I can roll in blaze as hell, but counterproductive. Where do you work? Whataburger? Dude, Justin, say something else about Whataburger, dude. I wish you fucking would, dude. Say something else. Say one more fucking unkind word about Whataburger. No, I'm just playing, man. I know you're a fucking In-N-Out guy, and in fairness, I never had no In-N-Out. I'm not some fucking like chill, like Southern Cali brage. I'm not a West Coast duder. I'm not that fucking cool. I'm stuck with fucking what I have here on the East Coast. We don't have In-N-Out here. Fuck all of you on the West Coast. No, I'm just playing. But nah, man. DoorDash some boy. Give your boy a fucking I don't know, man. There's no way to do that. There's no way to fucking send it. I wish there was a way to instantly like fucking, I don't know, stealth jet like In-N-Out burger to people on the East Coast. The easier thing would probably be to just build an In-N-Out burger over here, but that would be fucking tight. If like a F-22 Raptor, like fucking stealth delivers your In-N-Out burger, just flies through your fucking window. Yeah, dude. He works at the sausage factory, porking your ma, bro. Picks. Oh! Hickory dickory dock. Yep. Nah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Whataburger. Shout out to the whole Texas, man. Shout out to the West Coast too, man. I'm just having a little fun. Cardone works at Kohl's. Nice. Better than working at fucking Burlington Coat Factory like Jobber Cage. No, I'm sorry. He doesn't work at Burlington. He works at fucking TJ Maxx. Oh! No, I'm just playing. What's up, Cage? Wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. Yeah, man. Best of luck, Cage. Jabroni Cage. Team 1. You Team 1 ass busters. Fucking Team 1, Exile Island. Dude. Me, Justin, Nick Alexander, Mo, the general, like, we're the coolest people at this party. Everyone else is just a bunch of posers and hoes and shitheads. Imagine Cardone. Imagine Cardone working at Cold Stone. Retail jobs are for women. I have never. Team heel. Nice. Okay, dude. Enough of this fucking sitting around telling jokes like a bunch of fucking wise guys, like a bunch of fucking jokers. When we had planning this caper, all we did was sit around and tell fucking jokes. Well, tell you what we're not going to do. No more jokes, man. This is the fucking real deal. You see it on the screen. This is my free 2 cents breakdown. And this is going to be my Mecca pick too. This is not disinformation or misinformation. This is 100% going to be my pick in the Mecca. You will see on Tapology when the picks get unlocked. And yeah, this is 100% my official pick. I feel it's one of my more confident picks. So let's get into this shit, man. Let me pull this up. Pull both these guys' records up real quick. Let's start with me belching incredibly rudely. Your thanks, Wumpus or Touch or whoever you are. Nah, man. Shout out to Touch, man. Touch, if you get this message in a bottle, message in a bottle, on Exile Island. Shout out to Rush. Shout out to Inspector Chav. Shout out to Trapini, and shout out to who's the other? Who else got exiled? I can't even remember. Yeah, man, tough sledding, boys. Best of luck to you. So basically, they got a Lord of the Flies situation going on over there with Rush and Touch. There, I can't remember who is it. Ralph is the one that tries to remain civilized, and they're like the other side. Touch and Rush went into survival. Like they went savage immediately. Like turned and like killed and ate the other one. That's what's gonna happen. Whoever's in the bottom is getting killed and eaten. That's what's gonna happen. It's Lord of the Flies over there. What's up, Mills? Shout out to MMA Locker Room. Shout out to all the boys over at Post Sports Radio. How are you doing this afternoon, my friend? How has Mecca and the people been, y'all? Mecca6, who is winning? Thank you for asking, sir. Mecca6 has been, dude, I was saying it a little earlier. I think it's been the best season yet. With the cast and all the changes and the way that Ark's been running it, like these streams he's putting on have been fire, dude. Like this last one, last Saturday, that's the best recap stream I can think of in recent memory. The shit's been crazy. The twists have been crazy. There's more money on the line there ever has been. It's over $500 and it's winner take all this season, dude. So there ain't no dude fucking, what are they saying, workaholics, dude? I used to have the Sphere shirt. Second place, first loser. Second place, first loser, dude. It doesn't matter. If you're not first, you're last. So it's over $500 going to the winner. More at stake than ever. It's been funner than ever. It's been crazier than ever. Yeah, it's wild, dude. It's a team format, but it's a different twist every week because there's not only a higher power for each team, but there's the Highlander. And the Highlander has a special mystery power that changes every week, and it's completely like changed the dynamic of the game. So yeah, it's been nuts, dude. It's been fucking nuts. How are you doing? How are you? Don't forget, Malarkey is going to fight for your. Is he going to fight for your money? Man, that's crazy because you haven't said it like 25 times, so I never would have known that. But that's wild. Haven't seen Ark show in a year, but cool. Y'all having fun and getting money? Fuck yeah. Well, respect to you as well, man. I did not. I feel like I didn't make the last one, but I'll probably pop in for this one, man, because I don't illegally fucking pirate streams like you pieces of shit. No, I'm just playing. But no, I would never, ever do a thing like that. So what I do is I pop into a Fight Companion, and a lot of times it is Post Force Radio. So yeah, I'll probably be there for 272 to watch them call the fight. But yeah, man, looking forward to this one. It's been crazy. Mega's been crazy. Highlander was a trash movie. You're a trash person, and I hope you burn in hell. No, I'm just playing. Don't have, dude, say something else about Highlander, Artem. I will boot you right the. No, I won't do that. I could never do that. I could never do that to Artem. I could never do that to a person that's almost as funny as me. I could never. That's the Malarkey narrative. You're the fucking Malarkey narrative, sir. No, I'm just playing. You're not Malarkey. What you're saying is fucking Malarkey. No, I'm just joking. All right. Enough of my bad jokes. Let's get to this. Let's get to my bad pick. No, I'm just playing. Where in the fuck is it? Oh, I'm mad now. There it is. Okay. Fun fact in Highlander, Sean Connery plays an Egyptian. That's 100% true. No, there are some parts of it dude, a really bad movie and one of the worst movies literally of all time. Highlander 2. Seriously, Highlander does have some campiness to it, admittedly. It's got a cult following, admittedly. It's so bad it's good in some parts, but I think it's pretty cool. Like, it still holds up decently well for an early 80s movie, mid 80s movie. Anyway, but yeah. No, the Artem does have jokes. I cannot deny. Uber. Now, what in the world makes you think that I would fucking watch a show like that? Come on now, man. No, I'm here for the booty scratching contest. Come on, man. Keep up. Now. But thank you for being here, Wumpus, and everyone else, man. Shout out to the 6 people in the building. All right, y'all waited long enough. Let's get to this shit, man. This is my breakdown for Malarkey and Jalen Turner. I do think this is going to be a Mecca divider. I think it's going to be one of the most highly contested fights in the Mecca this week. Just from what I've seen, man, what I've seen in the chats, what I've seen in live streams, people are really like, cappers are split, predictors are split. It's it's a fight that you can break down a couple different ways. But this is my breakdown. Shout out to the 6 people in the building. I need a sip of water. Jamie Malarkey and Jalen Turner. Start with Jalen Turner first. Jalen Turner has been fighting in top promotions for the last 4 years. He had one fight in Bellator that he won by knockout against a nobody. He got a doctor stoppage in Dana White's Contender Series against a nobody. And then he was knocked out by 2 nobodies on the regionals. Like, guys, you can't even find their fucking... They don't have a Wikipedia page. He got stopped by him. And this is in 2016, 2017. So then he gets a Bellator win, gets a Dana White Contender Series win, and then he debuts against fucking Vicente Luque, who predictably knocks him the fuck out. Badly. Like, that was such a late stoppage, dude. That was a pretty bad late stoppage. I can't remember if that was a Yamasaki joint or not. You know who it might have been? Nah, I feel like it was either Dan Murgliata or Mark Goddard. I can't remember, though. Anyway, not important. Not that important. Kind of important. So Luque knocks him out, man, pretty badly. But considering who it is, Vicente Luque has done that to quite a few people. So that's not the worst loss. He knocks out Callum Potter, who is not very good, who's pretty jabroni style. Matt Frivola, which that win is aging a little bit better now, I guess. Or that loss, excuse me. Matt Frivola is a really good wrestler. He got out wrestled in that one. But since then, though, he's been on a 3-fight tear. It's not against the highest competition. Kulabau is decent, I guess. Brock Weaver is not. Uros Medic is an overhyped prospect. So looking at it on paper, it's not the best. On paper, Jalen Turner doesn't have a super great record. He just doesn't. His wins are nyeh, and his losses are decent, though. So his record is not like incredible on paper. It just doesn't have good optics. But if you look in the last few fights, he is like handling these dudes. Like, and Uros Medic is a pretty decent striker. So Turner's on a little bit of a roll. But I think this is a good test for him. I think Malarkey is a good matchup for Turner and could potentially expose some of the weaknesses that he has. Now let me go to Jamie Malarkey real quick, and then we'll and look at his record and strength of schedule, whatever, and then we'll kind of go into a like a skill for skill breakdown. So, like I just said, Jalen Turner has been on kind of a roll. Same with Jamie Malarkey. Malarkey has not had quite as many fights, but he's been in the UFC almost as long. Turner came in 2018. Malarkey came in 2019. Malarkey's another guy. He had a good loss to Volkanovski. He got knocked. It wasn't a good loss. He got knocked the fuck out bad, but considering the level of competition, it's kind of like the Luque thing. Those almost like Volkanovski is a little bit of a higher level than Luque, but it's kind of they almost kind of cancel each other out. Like you can excuse both of those losses, in my opinion. Like neither of those are like, oh, dude, you got knocked out by Volkanovski. Ha ha ha, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, Volkanovski's the champ. So, yeah, he got knocked out by Volkanovski, but then he himself, like Jalen Turner, got knocked out by a no-name jobber on the regionals. Embrace. So, yeah, that's something that could potentially be a red flag, just like the other regional losses could be for Turner. And he's another guy that kind of more or less, not to the extent of Luque, but he kind of got thrown in with prospects that were a higher level than him at the time. Riddell was a little bit further along and is like developed as a striker, I think, in my opinion, and he was a little bit more polished in that fight. Kind of got the better of the striking, and I'm trying to think now exactly how that fight went, but if I remember correctly, I feel like Riddell just like kind of outstruck him, and I know Ziam did. Like he tried to grapple Ziam, but he just kind of got pieced up at range. Now, those two losses really aren't that bad. Like, the Ziam is kind of not aging the best because he just got finished early by McKinney, but McKinney's better than I gave him credit for. Like, you know, I think McKinney is a legit prospect. So, he's proven that to me with that fight. Ziam is pretty decent. Not amazing, but he's decent. Like, Riddell and Ziam are both decent prospects. So those aren't terrible losses. Then he knocks Commonwealth the fuck out. And then he knocked Davonte Smith the fuck out. So yeah, he's on a roll too, man. He's on a roll too. So I think this is good matchmaking. Both of these guys are kind of at a similar point in their careers. Okay, they had some losses early. They both have improved. Now they're both on these, you know, couple few fight win streaks. Let's see who's the real deal. Let's see who's the real prospect. Because one of these guys, I think the winner of this fight, you can say, is a legit prospect. I think it's going to be a test for both of them. So, yeah, I think the strength of schedule was pretty even for the most part. See what it's saying in the comments. And then we'll get to a skill for skill breakdown. No, Alan says, yeah, I still don't know who I'm going to pick with this one. Same with Smith Klein. Do you like Highlander for Sean Connery? I like Highlander. Dude, I actually used to like the show more than the movie. I didn't see the movie until I was a little bit older, until I was a teenager. But I saw that like at a time where, you know, I started fucking getting stoned and was really realizing how awesome movies were when you're fucking stoned. And like the Highlander was like, I'm starting to really, you know, learn about some of these cult classic movies and like the Highlander. Like I remember seeing the Highlander when I was young, but I didn't really get it. And but then like when I got a little bit older, I saw it but I was already into the show. So that kind of, you know, made me a little biased, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, Connery is great in that movie. Cheesy as fuck, but he's great. Sounds like Turner is a can crusher. I think that's a fair assessment. Dragonheart with Connery is the best. I love The Rock, man. The Rock is one of my favorite roles of his. Australia on a roll, for sure. Malarkey's chin was compromised at 145. Artem is laughing his ass off at Dragonheart. I remember thinking that he plays the voice of the dragon, right? Isn't he the voice of the dragon? And Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid is the knight or whatever. Fucking Dragonheart. That's such a goddamn 90s movie. That's such a goddamn 90s fantasy movie. All right, anyway. Back to the breakdown. But yeah, shout out to the 5 people in the building, man. Yeah, where are we at? Now, let's talk about skill for skill. generally. I think that grappling is pretty close to a push because I think that Malarkey has better wrestling, and I think that Jalen Turner has a little bit better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Close to a push. The what was I going to say? The striking and the durability are what is pretty close for either guy. Like, I think that Malarkey has better cardio. I think that Jalen Turner has better defense. I think that Jamie Malarkey is a little bit tougher, but he gets hit more. So it's a lot of give and take in the striking, and a lot of like the other fight I was talking about, like with Agapova and Moroz, the striking, they both kind of have similar, like both of these guys are pretty much like boxing heavy, different styles of boxing maybe. Malarkey likes to go to the body a lot. Jalen Turner is a lot more 1-2 oriented. But yeah, it's kind of a pick your poison. And like I said, the grappling is kind of like that too. Like, do you like the wrestling of Malarkey? Do you like the opportunistic submissions of Jalen Turner? Both of which I think could be potential paths to victory for them should they choose to use them. Damn, I've got to piss really fucking bad. I'm sorry for all the frequent breaks and shit, but I have to piss. So yeah, that's like striking, grappling. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. How I would break that down. Now, when I come back, I'm going to give you how I think the fight's going to go, why I think it's going to go that way, and who I'm picking. So stay tuned. Another brief break, but y'all are shit, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out. 6 people in the building. And yeah, I'll be right back. But yeah, find out who I'm picking. And this will be my official pick, dude. Damn. Shut the fuck up, Keenan. You don't fuck with Kel no more, I don't fuck with you. No, I'm just playing. I'll be right back. I'll give you guys this pick. Sorry about that. Just had to be done. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Malarkey should use leg kicks, but please not blind ones. Yeah, that is a recipe for fucking disaster. Okay. Now, shout out to the 6 people in the building, man. Y'all are the shit for continuing to hang with me despite my my frequent smoke/bathroom breaks. But yeah, y'all are some fucking real ones. Now, talked about the strength of schedule, talked about the kind of aspects of MMA skill breakdown, whatever. Now let me tell you how I think this fight's going to go and who I am picking and why. And it was when I taped it, there were a couple fights in particular that stood out to me. So yeah, you can look. I'll just give you my honest opinion about the strength of schedule. Jamie Malarkey clearly has the better strength of schedule. He has better losses. He has better wins. Now you can kind of pick holes in his record a little bit too. Like, I think that people are maybe over. Look, Kamaworthy's been knocked out 8 fucking times. Like, that was Kamaworthy's 8th knockout loss to Jamie Malarkey. So I don't really rate that one that much, to be honest with you. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot to knock out Kamaworthy. But the Davonte Smith knockout one too is and this was a real interesting fight. Smith and Malarkey. And I learned a lot from his fight, both about potentially a finish for Malarkey and for Turner. So Jamie Malarkey goes out against Davonte Smith, gets hurt in the first round. Davonte Smith gets tired, and Malarkey pours on the pressure. He's tough. He has a pretty good chin. And then he puts him away. He stops him. It was very similar to the Justin Gaethje-Michael Johnson fight where he just can't take anymore, falls down against the fence, ref weighs it off. It wasn't like a knockout, but it was a stoppage. Like, he was done. He broke him. Malarkey broke him. So this is how I think it's going to go. Now, that was a good win, but I'm picking Jalen Turner. And here's why. Jalen Turner is basically a bigger, longer, stronger, faster, better version of Davonte Smith. Straight out. Like, Jalen Turner is a better striker than Jamie Malarkey. Period. Point blank. And if Davonte Smith is hurting you that bad and almost putting you away, Jalen Turner is going to fuck you up and knock you out. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen, dude. I got Jalen Turner by first round knockout. I think Jamie Malarkey is being super duper fucking overrated. Like, yeah, you can pick holes in Turner's record, but fucking Kamaworthy is a glass jaw. And Davonte Smith is kind of a quitter, man. Like, you can make that argument about Turner, like, earlier in his career, but, like, he got knocked out by Luque, and then he got out grappled by Frivola. Like, he hasn't quit really since he got to the UFC. Granted, it's not against the strongest competition, but I think people are really overrating the fucking Kamaworthy KO and kind of overrating the Davonte. Like, Jalen Turner is like Davonte Smith. He's fast. I think he's a little bit crispier too with his striking. Like, look at look at Jalen Turner on tape. You cannot look at that dude on tape. I know level of competition, but the dude is sharp. He's fucking sharp. He throws good combos. And Jamie Malarkey don't have the defense to deal with that, man. Like, he's just, like I said, he's just Davonte Smith 2.0, taller, longer, stronger, faster, better. Like, Jamie Malarkey's getting knocked the fuck out. So I'm going to put this up here. Shout out to the 6 people still in the building, man. What y'all think about that? How do you love/hate that? There you go. You can't be known for a guy, oh, he's so tough. He gets hurt and then comes back. That's not going to keep working for you, dude. Like, you're not even doing that at a high level. Like, you're doing that against like a guy that, like, it's just not, it's not going to work. It's not going to work against Turner. Turner's too sharp. Now, I will be honest with you that like Turner was one of the worst looking on the scale. So that gives me a little bit of trepidation, but style wise, nah, he's going to fuck Malarkey up, dude. Like, Jalen Turner, I think people have this misconception that Malarkey is super duper tough and that Turner is super chinny. And I think it's not that neither one of those are true. I think that Turner's a little bit tougher than he gets credit for, and I think Malarkey's a little chinnier than he gets credit for. Like, you can't get hurt by Davonte Smith and survive against Jalen Turner. It's not going to happen. He's going to get knocked the fuck out. I mean, 2 of them happened earlier. One of them was an injury, and the other one was against Luque. Is Malarkey anywhere close to Vicente Luque? Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. Based on what? Barely surviving against Davonte Smith and then Smith gassing out? Turner is so... Dude, you cannot tell me that Jalen Turner is not a better striker than Davonte Smith. You can't tell me that with a straight face because it's not fucking true. It's not true. And I don't think Malarkey's more durable. Based on what? He almost got knocked the fuck out by Davonte Smith. He was lucky as fuck to survive that. You're not going to survive that against Turner. He's faster. He's longer reach, better striking. Nah, dude. And he has better cardio than Turner. He might not have quite the cardio that Malarkey does, but he's not a fucking, he doesn't death gas. Oh, man, I got Turner very confidently. Very confidently. I think Malarkey is being super duper overrated. I think people are seeing, oh, he's got 2 knockout losses against fucking jobbers, and it's plus money. Nah, man, Turner is the goods. I think Turner is the goods. I think he's a legit prospect. He's only 26. Nah. I think Malarkey's going to be too slow. I think Malarkey's going to be too fucking slow. Turner's going to be too quick early. And yeah. He gassed against Frivola, a wrestler, dude, where he's getting like where he's just getting chain wrestled. If Malarkey tries to do that, he's going to get kneed in the fucking face or he's going to get knocked the fuck out with punches. How do you figure? He's not a better wrestler. I know he's not a better wrestler. You can say he's a better striker. I mean, you and I are never going to see eye to eye on this. I think you're, if I'm not mistaken, you're betting Malarkey. So we're just on opposite sides of this one. But nah, man, like he's getting smoked. Malarkey's getting smoked, dude. Kamaworthy's been knocked out 8 fucking times. That was Kamaworthy's 8th knockout loss. That was Davonte Smith's 3rd stoppage loss. How are you rating those? How are you fucking rating those? I'm not going crazy with rating Jalen Turner's wins. I just like the eye test how he fucking looks. Sharp, crispy. If Davonte Smith is putting something stanky on you and making you fucking like almost go away, Jalen Turner is absolutely going to fucking do that. Like he is going to fuck Jamie Malarkey up, dude. The speed difference is going to be night and day, boys. I don't expect anybody to tell me. Don't tell me. But don't like, just don't get mad when Malarkey gets knocked out. He can, but he won't. In my opinion. But yeah, I think that's going to be a Mecca divider, man. I think a lot of people are going to be on Malarkey. I think a lot of people are going to be like, look at that. I think a lot of people are going to pick like they're betting with this one. I don't think Malarkey is necessarily a bad bet with the line, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen, man. Malarkey has shown that his defense is too porous. He's too willing to get into brawls. And Turner is too accurate and too lengthy of a striker. Like, I think he's going to fuck Jamie Malarkey up. But don't forget that Malarkey is going to fight for your money, lest we not forget. So, yeah, that's my breakdown. That's my pick for that one. Let's talk about a couple more fights briefly, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up at about 3 hours and get along with my day. But, yeah. Now, which fight for the rest of the time? We can talk about one more fight and then kind of just generally about the Mecca. I might go like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I don't know, man. We'll see. See what the people want. But yeah, which fight would you guys like to talk about next? What do you think? Let's look at the card real quick. Yeah, taller, longer, knows how to use his reach better. Striking against a dude that gets hit really easily. Nah. He'll put up a fight until he fucking doesn't. Until he's separated from consciousness. He'll fight for your money against a guy that gasses like Davonte Smith. He'll fight for your money against an incredibly chinny guy and then get knocked out by some no-name on the regionals and get slumped by Volkanovski, who's not really a power puncher. Who's not really a power puncher at 45. He's not a power puncher at a lower weight class. I don't see how you can say someone's not chinny just because, like, Davonte Smith couldn't finish you off. I don't know, man. I think people are way, way too high on Malarkey. I think people are overrating those wins and like, nah, I'm not seeing it, man. Turner's too sharp. But what? Let me look at this card real quick. Sorry, I got distracted. I was just looking at that tail of the tape real quick. Oh, let's yeah. General looking and taking notes, apparently. What's another fight that I think is going to be close? Oh, this one. Oh, well, actually, I think the general mentioned this one earlier. Let's talk about this one, too. Let's talk a little bit about this one, too. Because I think this is going to be another Mecca divider. Mitchell Barboza. Yep. Yeah, we can hit both of those. We can hit both of those real quick. So we'll do this one first. Nikolai Negumereanu versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. Nzechukwu. I don't know exactly how you pronounce that one. It is a pretty low to mid-level, like guys that are trying to see if they can be like mid-level prospects. Kennedy has had an up and down, like 4 fights. Negumereanu is undefeated, believe. No, he has 1 loss. Yeah, I'm sorry. He lost his debut to Safirbek Safarov, which is not a very good loss whatsoever. And his wins are not very good at all. Like a split over Kamer, who is another busted prospect. And then Ike, who's like, Ike had a couple decent wins against like just the bottom of the fucking barrel, man. He did stop Ike. And Kennedy is another guy, like he comes into UFC, has like a weird fight on Contender Series. He ends up winning. Then he's kind of dominating Paul Craig, but gets choked out in typical fashion against someone fighting Paul Craig in the 3rd round late with a triangle, of course. Then he had like a pretty close fight with Darko Stosic. God, I can't say that. Darko Stosic. And then a close fight with Carlos Olberg, who just had another close fight. He was in trouble in the 1st round against Olberg. Olberg's a good striker, though. So that's whatever. But that was Olberg's debut. Then he fights Danilo Marquez, who is... Dude, Marquez is not good. Marquez is like... I wouldn't be surprised if he's cut after that last loss. But Marquez backpacks him in the 1st round, totally death gasses, and then Kennedy knocks him out in the 2nd. And the Da Un Jung fight. This one has got a lot of people down on Kennedy. I don't think this is that bad of a loss. Like, Da Jung is a pretty good fighter. He's a pretty fucking good fighter. And a lot of people are down on Kennedy because of the way he lost it. Like, he kind of just stood there and Da just beat the fuck out of him. And he put his guard up and Da was just drilling him with elbows. And, like, the last one got through and knocked him the fuck out. But yeah, and a lot of people just are like, yeah, Kennedy's a quitter now. He folds up when it's not going his way. That's, I don't know how I feel about that one. It's like, I'm like, yes or no, like yes and no on that one, kind of on, I could go either way. But yeah, I don't think that Da Jung is the worst loss. I'll just say that right now. So that's kind of their strength of schedule in the UFC. I think that Kennedy has a little bit more experience. He's definitely been fighting the higher level of competition. Negamariano is the better grappler. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Negamariano is the better grappler. Kennedy might be the more technical striker. I think Negamariano hits a little harder. I think. Let me see, man. Look at Negamariano here. He went the distance with Kamer. He went the distance with Saparov, so it's not like he does gas for sure because he goes so hard in the first round, but I don't think he has like just terrible cardio for a guy that fights like he does and a guy that's not a real big 205er. Like, he's kind of like Oleksiejczuk a little bit, like not quite as soft in the midsection as Mikhail, but same kind of deal. But I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Yep. You know what? Fuck it. I'll get my pick for this one too. I'll get my breakdown pick for this one too. But I'm not nearly as confident about this one as I am the Jalen Turner one. Hey, man, if I eat crow, if I'm wrong about Turner, I'll come on here and admit it for sure. But nah, I think Malarkey's getting fucking smoked. All right, let's see here. Banner. All right. Take notes, lurkers. This is another Mecca pick, man. Great day. Don't do that. That's not good, man. Oh, yeah, I hope it's okay. Danilo Marquez has been cut good. He was cannon fodder. Yeah, man. Zoinks, yo. So Negamariano and Kennedy. This is how I see this fight breaking down. They're both low level, man. They both have like not good wins at all, and like Kennedy's losses are a little bit better than losing to Saperbeg Safarov. Granted, it wasn't in at like Kennedy got finished in both his losses. I'm just gonna get this one right out of the way. I'm not gonna like break it down and kind of like hint here and there. I'll just go ahead and give you the pick straight up and then kind of break it down why. I'm going with the underdog here. I'm going with Nikolai Negumereanu. I will be picking him in the Mecca. It's not my most confident pick, but I feel like as an underdog, I feel like they're about on the same level. And I guess it's because, and like I said, I admit, like, I feel like Da and Jung is not that bad of a loss. I don't think Nikolai is quite as good as Da and Jung. He's definitely not as big. But what I don't like about Kennedy is how he deals with pressure, especially early. He's just like stuck in the mud early, man. And Negumereanu, what I don't like about him is his defense, but he does have a pretty good chin, and he will literally just zombie mode your ass. Like, he will bite down on the mouthpiece and swing for your fucking chin. And like the way that Kennedy just responds to pressure early on in the fights, I don't think it's good, man. I don't like what I see from the guy as far as defense goes. He's got a weird, like, defensive shell that doesn't really work, and he just eats punches. Like, I don't know, man. I think Nikolai bites down on his gum shield and chins Kennedy. I think Kennedy gets knocked out again. I could see potentially a decision. I do think Negumereanu is definitely the better wrestler. I think he's been wrestling since he was a young kid. He's got a crazy suplex. I don't know if he's going to be suplexing Kennedy, but it might not be the best, not be the worst idea. Like a body lock trip or like some kind of throw like that. I don't know if he's going to be able to just like double leg takedown or single. I know he's not going to be able to single leg him. Probably won't be able to double leg him. Kennedy does sprawl pretty well against the fence. But I think that he can either get like a body lock trip or like some kind of like body throw, like suplex him. I don't think he's gonna like take him through the air, but I think he can get him up off the ground to get his balance off and take him down. But I don't think it's even going to come down to the grappling. I think the way that Negumereanu comes out early, I think he's just going to bull rush him and chin him. I could see Negumereanu getting caught and knocked out himself, but Kennedy just isn't really that kind of. Kennedy is like, he's an accumulation striker kind of for like a big guy like that. Like, the dude fought at heavyweight, I think, and he's got power. I'm not saying he doesn't have power, but like he has to kind of put it all together. Like, it took him 3 rounds to put away Marquez. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, Darko's been knocked out a couple times. He couldn't knock out Darko. Like, he got clipped a couple times by Darko too. Like, I don't like his defense, and I don't like Nick's defense either, but you want to talk about fighting for your money, Negumereanu will definitely fight for your money early. And I think even if he like comes out and wins the first, I like him to grind out a messy decision. Like, I don't think he's going to death gas, especially if Kennedy's in a world of trouble. Like, I think he'll just go to the grappling and be able to kind of just like control Kennedy against the fence, maybe get some takedowns. And yeah, I'm definitely kind of down on Kennedy. Like, not necessarily just for the Da and Jung loss, but it hasn't been a super long amount of time since that loss. And I just don't like what I've seen from him. I think he might end up being kind of a busted prospect. Negumereanu, like I said, not as high level competition, but his skills, I think, are a little bit more likely to get a finish here early. And that's what I got. I got Negumereanu by first round KO. Not a good pick. You're not a good pick. Yep. Whoever you pick isn't a good pick. Touch. Nah, or whoever you are, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm not as confident about Turner, but yeah, I think dude, I think Turner's going to fuck Malarkey up. And I think Nikolai Negomereanu is going to fuck Kennedy up too. Like, Kennedy, I don't know, man. It's just the fight IQ just isn't there. The fight IQ and he's such a late starter. He's gonna pay against a dude like Nick that comes out very aggressively early. So yeah. Hope Kennedy can weather the fucking storm. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at the tail of the tape. Kennedy does have a significant reach advantage. It's 5 inches. Yeah, it's pretty good. what is it? 4-inch reach advantage. 5-inch height advantage. But hey, man, Darko was landing plenty on Kennedy. And I definitely think the Negomereanu hits harder than Darko. He's more aggressive than Darko. I mean, Darko's a good striker, but yeah, man, he didn't have any problem at all. And the way that Kennedy just kind of like backs up and gets cracked and just stands there, and just, I don't know, man. I think he's going to get starched. She wasn't good in the last fight. Got knocked out by a fucking South Korean. But yeah, I'm not as confident about that one as Turner. I'm much more like 65, 35, 60, 40, something like that. Turner, I'm like 80% confident. I give Malarkey a puncher's chance if Turner gasses real bad, but I don't see that, man. Like, I think that even if Malarkey starts to grapple Turner, like let's say hypothetically, Turner wins the first round, maybe stuns Malarkey, but doesn't get the finish. I don't think that Turner is like, first of all, I don't think Malarkey is that fucking, I don't know where people are getting the idea that Malarkey is some elite fucking wrestler. What fucking elite wrestlers has Jamie Malarkey beaten wrestling? I don't know. I think that's a fucking false narrative. I think the grappling is pretty close. I might end up looking like a fool, man. I mean, Jamie Malarkey could go out there and fucking just wrestle fuck Jalen Turner. But I think that Jalen Turner is pretty sneaky with his fucking submission attempts. Jamie Malarkey, I think Moyes pointed it out. Jamie Malarkey dips his head a lot in a takedown situation or in a striking situation. I could see Jalen Turner either catching him with a knee or like snatching a front choke. I don't think that Turner is just going to be like, who's someone that's really just shit on the ground. Like he's at least a legit brown belt. And I think he'll threaten with submissions, even if it does go past the first. I don't think it's going to, though. And this one, too, no, I think it's going to be an early KO. Like, Kennedy's 20. Like, Kennedy's almost 30, man. I don't know, like, what. And it's not like he hasn't fought anybody. He fucking fought Paul. He went 3 rounds with Paul Craig. So, I don't know, man. I just don't. He doesn't have a lot of power. The only person that like he's really fucked up is Marquez, who's a quitter, and Olberg, who was an unproven kind of like overhyped prospect who had 5 fights. I don't know, man. I think Negomereanu is a little bit better than that. I think he's way more dangerous early. I think he chins Kennedy. But we'll see. We'll see, man. Yeah, there's 3. Exactly, dude. It's like Usman, Sadiq, and who's another really good Nigerian fighter? I mean, I guess if you want to say Israel, but like Fucking Francis is Cameroonian. I used to always get that confused. Racist fuck. Bigoted piece of shit, 2 cents. How dare you get those countries confused? No, yeah, those are the 3 best I can think of off the top of my head. Is Dawodu? I know he's Canadian, like nationally, like his nationality is Canadian, but is he? No, I think he might be Jamaican. I think I can't remember. No, Dawodu's a Nigerian name. That's like a West African name. I don't know, man. Yeah, Sadiq Yusuf's Nigerian. Adesanya, Sadiq, and Usman. So yeah, those are my 2 free ones. Those will be my Mecca picks. Jalen Turner, first round KO. Nikolai Negumereanu, first round KO. We'll see, man. I feel like, but I do feel like even if they don't get the KO, I feel like both of them can still win a decision. I don't know, like I think people getting Davonte Smith and Jalen Turner confused. Don't get them twisted, man. Jalen Turner is better than Davonte Smith. Jalen Turner is Davonte Smith. Like Jalen Turner is this is what it is. Tell me what y'all feel about this analogy. Jalen Turner is Davonte Smith in Ninja Turtles 2 when Shredder takes the ooze and turns into the Super Shredder. Jalen Turner's like super Davonte Smith. And yeah, I think Negumereanu's aggressiveness and Kennedy's like slow starting, like dude just kind of looks like a deer in the headlights in the first. And Negumereanu is a fucking great white. So I think that's what gets it done. But we'll see, man. Best of luck if you tail them. Tail at your own fucking risk. Cuck them at your own risk. Dawodu is Ethiopian. Thank you. What's up, Touch? How you feeling today, Touch? How you feeling about these picks? Wrong, Touch. Get learnt. Let me see. We're gonna put an end to this debate right now because I happen to have this information at my fucking fingertips, dude. Hakeem Dawodu. He is Nigerian and Jamaican. See, I was right about the Jamaican. I thought Jamaican. I thought I had someone. So it was both. It was both. He's Nigerian, West African, and Jamaican. Yeah. African mother, Jamaican father. Yeah. Touch is feeling great. That is great, Touch. It's great that you're great. Nigerian, Jamaican, and Canadian. All those things are true. So yeah, Touch, in case you missed it, this is no bullshit. This is no disinformation. I am taking Jalen Turner by first round KO and Negumereanu by first round KO. But I think you already knew that because you're Wampus. No, I'm just kidding. But even if you are, if you're not, makes no difference. That's what I'm picking. But yeah, I hope you're feeling good, Touch. So who do you think is getting the chop? Who are you in Rush killing and eating on Lord of the Flies Island? Who are you and Rush gonna kill and roast over a spit, like an open fire spit, like a wild island boar? Leaning Malarkey, but meh. He says, Alex Trapini, watch your fucking back. You're getting a volcanic rock. You're getting an igneous rock to the back of your head / spear that Rush / Touch have fashioned crudely out of a stone and coconut lashings or something, whatever you use to tie that shit to the fucking stick. So yeah, Trapini, look the fuck out. But yeah, man, I love these twists, man. I love and Touch, this might be all kind of Touch's plan, like his master scheme to get everyone on the island. He knew that Bro Picks would probably exile him, and then he can kind of like, you know, scheme from the shadows. I'm not sure. Am I on Moreau's? Wouldn't you like to know, sir? Wouldn't you just love to know that? Did not say. Who are you picking? Who are you taking in that one, Touch? It's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. That was one that I struggled with. It's the toughest picks for me. These are the toughest picks for me on this card. I'll put a banner up. I will put a banner up now. Toughest Mecca box. Is that a word? It is, but it's not the one I'm trying to spell it. Picks. Your boy. What was it? What were them? The toughest picks were Yan Xiaonan and Marina Rodriguez, Marina Moroz and Maria Agapova, and I will put the last one. I'll just type the last one. Agapova. I hate it when people pronounce it Agapova, even if that's how it's pronounced. I just don't like that, and I'm not going to say it like that. Agapova sounds tighter. Moroz, Agapova. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. Yan Rodriguez. And also, you know what? I'm on Nikolai, but this was a tough one to pick too, because he's just hasn't fought a high level competition. He lost to Saperbeg Safarov, dude. Like, that's not even a straight up good loss, bro. Like, that's not a good one. But yeah, you can't rate a third round TKO over Danilo, and like after he death gassed, after backpacking him for 5 minutes, like that dude has one round of fight in him, and I don't know, that's letting him hang around a little bit too long. Like the Olberg, like I said, 5 fights, he beaten nobody. He hurt Kennedy bad in the first, and then he gassed out, and just I don't know, dude. Like Olberg was Olberg was lucky to get the nod in his last one. So I don't know. I just don't really rate those wins, man. I don't rate Nikolai's either, but I just eye test, tail of the tape. Like Nikolai just looks like he's just a little bit more of a killer. He's a little bit more of a killer. And I think Kennedy can be killed in there. Like he can be overwhelmed and broken. I think that's what's going to happen. But I don't like Nikolai's defense, and it just doesn't exist. I don't like that, and I don't know, man. I don't like that loss to Saperbeg Safarov one fucking bit. So that's a little magoo. That's a little magoo-ish, but I'm gonna stick with Nikolai in that one. That's my first instinct. That's my very first knee-jerk instinct, and that's what I'm sticking with, gentlemen. Oh, And this is the last one, which I will actually, we can break down a little bit before I get out of here. Because this one was actually the toughest pick. There you see it. Co-main event, man. Really, really did a number on my on the strands in old TC's head. A lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous, a lot of factors, a lot of strands. Touch asked if I was on Morose. He is on Morose by domination. Lobby Queen is on Morose. Holy shit. But the what was it? Fuck, let me hear this. Edson and Bryce Mitchell, dude. This is pretty good matchmaking. It's a pretty good striker versus grappler matchmaking. Edson is in the twilight of his career. He's not done, but he's getting towards the end. He has taken a lot of punishment. He took a lot of punishment recently, too. Bryce Mitchell is a really good submission grappler. Really fucking good. Legit black belt. Legit grappling skills. Very good jiu-jitsu. It's kind of like it's not quite as simple as striker versus grappler, but the overall shape of the fight, I think that's what's going to come down to. There's some nuances, there's some little details and such, but generally speaking, it's a striker versus grappler. And I think whoever gets the better of it at what they specialize in is gonna ultimately be the winner. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I know it's no problem. I'll be here all week. But that's kind of what it is, man. Like who raise your hand if you think Bryce is a better striker than Edson. Raise your hand if you think Edson's a better grappler than Bryce. Like it's just hands down the whole time. It's not like everybody knows that. The X factors are Edson's age and his shop wornness and Bryce's inexperience. Those are the two X factors. How done is Edson? And is Bryce Mitchell ready for this step up? Make no mistake about it, man. Edson Barbosa, he might be on the twilight of his career, but he's still a dangerous striker, and he is a goddamn better striker than Andre Fili by a long, long shot. That's not quite the expression, but he's better than Andre Fili by a damn sight on the feet. Way more dangerous. So that's going to be a test for Bryce, and Bryce is going to be a test for Edson too, man. Like Edson, he has pretty good takedown defense, but hey, Makwan took him down a few times, and honestly, like Makwan kind of got fucked in that third round. Like that ref, I can't remember his name, but he should not have stood them up, man. Like Makwan was able to get Edson down. I don't know, man. It's a really fucking tough pick. I don't hate anybody, whoever they pick in this one, because I think it is the tightest of titties. Like, I think it's just going to this one is going to split the Mecca. And, I mean, maybe it doesn't, but I just have a feeling that it is going to kind of be close. In my mind, this is the closest one. I really struggle with picking it. I have my pick, and I really want to go the other way with it. I might, but I probably won't, kind of deal. Look, man, I just broke it down. If Bryce is the future of this division, he will beat Edson Barboza convincingly by grappling. If he's not, he's probably getting put away very brutally. It's tough to really be confident in either one. Like, you can't really look at Edson having like pretty much every real like high level grappler has some measure of success against Barboza to varying degrees. Like Bryce Mitchell is. Does this really need to be said? Bryce Mitchell is not going to be. I don't think he ever will be. That's just a fact of life. That's just a fucking facts of life. But like I said, even Mecca6 was able to have some success. So yeah, I don't know, man. I can see Bryce just kind of fucking him up, and I can see like fucking him up on the ground, and I can see Edson maybe fucking Bryce up on the feet. Like, it's a pretty big step up, man. Like to go from Andre Fili to Edson Barboza, and you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Inspector calling a shot. What's up, Rush? Says next Highlander speaking here. Just checking everything okay here. Yeah, everything's good, man. But I really appreciate you asking. Yo, bud, you. How are you feeling, Inspector Chav? Are you feeling good, man? Feeling good about your picks, Rush? You got them locked in. Artem says Edson will cash as a big dog. Cash money. Cherries across the board. Ching, 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 ching. I tried to do the slot machine sounds, and boy, did it not work. Yeah, man, this was probably the toughest pick for me, Edson and Bryce. I don't know, man. I still might change it. Tough to feel confident either way. The unknowns, and I think the two biggest X factors are Bryce's level of experience, strikers wise. Like Edson is far and away the best striker that Bryce Mitchell's ever fought, hands down, far and away. Edson has fought better grapplers, but he lost pretty convincingly to them. And I'm telling you, man, that third round against Mecca6, he should not have gotten stood up because Edson wasn't getting off the ground there. But Edson has shown in some fights, especially earlier on, to like be able to sprawl, and he has good enough jiu-jitsu that he can sweep. And but he's getting older. He's continuing to make this weight cut. I don't know, man. There will be a point when he hits a wall. It might be in this fight too. So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's racist. When only a few of us are left, we feel an irresistible pull towards a faraway land to fight for the prize. Word. My picks this week are good and fire. And Rush says that I will see and that I will learn. We'll see about that, mister. We'll just see about that, won't we, Rush? So, Rush, I asked your bud earlier, Touch. Who are you guys fucking killing and eating on Exile Island, man? Who are you fucking driving a stick through and roasting them over Spitfire? Touch said it's Trapani. Bring the motherfucking Wumpus. We must fight until only one remains. You are safe only on holy ground. None of us will violate that rule. It's tradition. Okay, John Wick. Okay, John Wick 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that pick. I might change it. I might not. We'll see. Another X factor, Bryce Mitchell's bicep. Talked about that earlier. Bryce Mitchell apparently had a torn bicep. It looks better. It looks a lot better, actually. Like I said, it looked like a fading bruise today. It's definitely not black and blue anymore. So, yeah, there's that. Edson didn't look super great on the scales. I feel like he always I don't know if I put him on the looking rough, but I probably should have. In fact, I'm going to if I didn't. Looking a little rough. Yeah, I'm gonna put Edson on there too. Quotes. Those are my favorite Highlander quotes. Oh, are they? Is the Highlander my favorite? Are those my favorites? Oh, thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you knowing so much about me. One of you three will decide the outcome of the tournament. That's my favorite Lambert quote, I'll tell you that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, those are the tough picks to me. These guys were looking a little rough on the scale here. Kevin Holland, Jamie Malarkey. I would say the worst were probably Ulanbekov and Turner. Jorge didn't look super great. And you just have to take into account the fact that the guy is a huge featherweight. Muscle-bound featherweight. So, yeah. I don't know, man. My name is Juan Ramirez from Egypt, even though I'm a Scottish man. Yep. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to. It's just the Highlander. He's lived forever. What do you want him to fucking do? Okay, so sorry, I just gotta sit back here, boys. Where are we at? Where are we at? Got a lot of close fights, in my opinion. So go back and review this. These are the toughest for your boy. The ones that I really had to tape. Like I said, I did give a couple picks. I'll edit this one real quick. Yep. There you are. Those are my no bullshit picks. Feel better about Turner than Nikolai, but that's who I'm picking. Think Nikolai's a good underdog this week, and yeah, I don't know where people are getting this think that all of a sudden that Jamie Malarkey is something to behold for stopping fucking Kama Worthy and Davonte Smith. All right, so Jalen Turner's drinking the ooze right now, and he's going to come out super shredder, like super Davonte Smith tomorrow. Yeah, I think Malarkey's getting starched, and so is Kennedy. But we'll see, man. I don't know. It's just that's something weird. Yep. Just burnout, dude. Just a couple of those guys need to do that. Dylan, Neil Young. Just can you just call it a fucking career, man? You've reached a point of diminishing returns. Just stop it. Stop it. It's selfish. You're doing it for yourself. Yeah, just man, people just do not know how to fade away gracefully. These actors, dude, Clint Eastwood making movies at like 90 something years old where he's the star and he's like still like punching people. It's like, dude, no. Yeah. Like De Niro and just like stop, man. Stop. It's I don't know, man. Just fucking bow out with some fucking grace. Jesus Christ. No one knows how to bow out with grace. Nobody. Malarkey gonna fight for your money. 2 cents gonna time you out for your money. No, I'm just playing. Great day. That is fucking disgusting. How does blood travel into that shriveled thing? That shriveled little gherkin. All right. Well, this the quality of this stream has gone downhill quite a bit. Now talking about Clint Eastwood's shriveled penis. So that might be time to kind of start wrapping this one up, boys. That might be my fucking cue. It's been a good stream though, man. It really has. For these streams usually don't. My streams don't get a ton of traffic anyway, but these usually get even less. But man, yeah, it stayed pretty solid at like 6 or 7 for a while. So yeah, appreciate you boys. It was a good one. Covered quite a bit. It went a lot smoother with the banners and the like my computer just ran smoother. Crazy cleaning the disk and defragging it actually helped. But nah, it worked good enough, and I was able to put the weights up as the fighters were getting up there and put the banners. It worked a lot smoother today, so I consider that a success. Fuck, man, it's week 4, dude. Week 4 in this Mecca. Those are the weights one more time. For anybody that missed it, I think I got everybody. Let's see, run through this one more time, make sure everyone's up there. Nobody missed weight, man. For all the pissing and moaning I've been doing about weight misses and shit, nobody missed. So hats off to all the fighters for making the weight. Yep. Once again, this is kind of who looked good and looked bad, in my opinion. A little rough looking for these guys. All these people look sharp. Looked really good. I'd say the best looking, Colby, Klein, Davonte Smith, Moreau's look really good. Yeah, they all look pretty good. Niku looked pretty good. Spivak looked pretty good. Jacoby, yeah, they didn't look bad. Maybe they would be a little bit closer to neutral, but none of them looked too bad. Rodriguez looked really good, man. Rodriguez was like fucking glowing, dude. Yeah. So all those people look really good on the scale. And the others that I didn't put up, they were just kind of could take them or leave them. Didn't really stand out to me in any way. Later, Lobby Queen. Dude, I appreciate you you hanging with me this whole time. Best of luck this weekend, and hope to catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Yeah, man. Yeah. Some people look good, some people look bad, but everyone made the weight, which is what we like to see. No canceled fights thus far. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any either. Like, even the ones that looked the worst, like Tagir and Turner, like they made the weight, got off just fine. I don't anticipate any fights falling out at this point. So yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a nice full card here, boys. Close picks on some of these dudes. Some of these are really, really fucking going to be tightly contested, both with the picks and the fights themselves. Some of these might be tough picks, but could end up being very dominant finishes. But some of them, a lot of people are going to be going one way and they're going to be really close. And I don't know. I always got to look out for some sketchy robberies. Narratives always play a part. Who is the UFC wanting to push? Who are they not wanting to push? That kind of deal. Especially with decisions. That's usually where, I mean, obviously with a finish, you can't really control that too much. But with decisions, when it goes to the cards, that's where it that's where it gets greasy. And we all know this. So keep that in mind. Best of luck to everyone. Once again, big shout out to Mr. Arkansas. Shout out to everyone that's in the Mecca this season. It's Mecca season 6. It's week 4, boys. At the end of this week, we're going to be down to less than half of the original field. We're going to be down to like 9. So, yeah, be on your fucking P's and Q's. Trust your instincts. Do your homework. Get those picks locked in, dude. So, yeah. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. Lobby Queen, Artem, Wumpus, Rush, Touch, usual suspects. Ear came in here for a little bit earlier on his break. Shout out to Ear. Hardworking man, dude. Put out a pretty good shadowboxing video. Make sure you guys check that out. It's I always fucking forget the name of his channel. It's Labyrinth / UFC Breakdown, I think. But yeah, shout out to the usual suspects, man. Y'all know who you are. Bro Picks, General, Noah. I mean, I'll even throw I'll throw like Lobby Queen and Russian touching them. They are here regularly enough. Shout out to Mills. Mills came through earlier too. Shout out to all the boys over at Pub Sports Radio. Cardone was in here earlier. Shout out to him. Go up here. Yeah, Artem. I don't think I missed anybody. Nah, I don't think so. I like that StreamYard will let you go back up through the whole thing. Yeah, he was in here earlier. Oh, yeah, New Jersey, man. New Jersey MMA Insight. Shout out to him. Unity. All right, boys. Yeah, shout out to Ark. Shout out to you guys. Best of luck in the Mecca. Team 1, Team Exile, you're going to fucking need it. Let's fucking go, Team 2. I think that's all I got, boys. This is a great stream. Once again, thank you again. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Best of luck. Let's fucking go. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace!